Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the Suncoast chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Barbara Alfonso.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Orlando. I am thrilled to be here with all of you once again in person. We are looking forward to a great night. I would like to thank the Suncoast chapter officers, Board of Governors, and committee chairs for joining us this evening. I would also like to thank Sandra Peebles for hosting our Facebook Live red carpet event. Thank you, Sandra. Tonight, we recognize excellence throughout our region with the 46th Annual Suncoast Regional EMMY Awards. The Suncoast chapter is a diverse and dynamic chapter, and as such, we are pleased to honor some of the top professionals from across our region. Because of your hard work and dedication to the industry, we have experienced another outstanding year, as is evident from the quality of the entries you will see tonight. As we award excellence, we wish to congratulate all of this year's nominees. To everyone who participated in the judging process this year, thank you. Judging is a vital part of the EMMY Awards process, and I am sure those of you that have judged would agree it's a great way to sample work from other chapters across the country. It is important to note that the Suncoast chapter conducts separate and distinct regional EMMY Award programs in English and Spanish. And this evening, we will be recognizing the recipients for both programs. It is also important to note that our call for entry states that an entry can be disqualified at any point during the process. Even after a winning entry has been awarded, the Suncoast chapter reserves the right to revoke it if warranted. Please remember that for any given category announced tonight, there may be one award, more than one award, or no award. There may be occasions in which there are nominees and no recipients. For tonight's shows, categories are combined for presentation purposes. If no recipient is announced, it means there were none awarded for that specific category. We encourage you to follow the program booklet, which is done in show order. Only recipients whose name is called can come up to accept the award. And please note that no children are allowed on the stage. Most importantly, if you are part of a group, please select one person as your designated speaker. We request that you keep your acceptance speech to a maximum of 15 seconds. Yes, you heard me right, 15 seconds. And there will be a 15-second clock on stage. And if you exceed the time limit, please know that the mic will be silenced. We have a long night ahead of us, and we thank you for keeping the 15-second time so we may keep the show moving. After you have finished your speech, please exit stage right. Behind the curtain, there will be a volunteer to guide you backstage to pick up your EMMY Award. If you would like a photo taken with your EMMY Award, the step and repeat, and our photographer will be just outside the ballroom. And you can see Carla McDonald backstage after the show to pick up statues for your colleagues who could not be here, as long as they made this request in writing. And if you need shipping instructions, please refer to the back of the program book. Now, let's have some fun with social media tonight. Follow us on social, #SuncoastEmmys2022, and @SuncoastEmmys. We are also streaming the show, and the link can be found on our homepage, suncoastchapter.org. Please pass this information to those who could not be here with us this evening. But before we begin the program, tonight we would like to honor our colleagues whom we have lost this year. So please join us for a moment of silence in their honor. We hope you will enjoy the 46th Annual Suncoast Regional Emmy Awards. Thank you for all you being here, and best of luck to all the nominees. Have a great night. Thank you.
Sandra Peebles, news anchor reporter, Univision 23 Miami, and Rob Krieger, anchor, WVUE, Fox 8 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Peebles, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you back and live in person to our Suncoast Emmy Awards ceremony. We have an exciting evening ahead to celebrate with all of you, to celebrate your hard work, and we kick off the evening with our first category, Newscast.
Let's get right into it. In the category of Newscast Morning, there are 2 recipients. And the first Emmy of the night goes to...
Surfside, un año después, Ana Mercedes Pérez, Nina Naimas, Yolaxis Álvarez, Carlos Cobas, Félix Ramírez, and Henry Blanco, WLTV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Pueden llamar a los números que hemos dado.
You're in your apartment right now?
Thank you so much, Univision 23 Miami. Woohoo!
Gracias por todo. Felicidades a todos.
And the next Emmy goes to, do the honors.
Eyewitness News Morning, 6 a.m. Laurel Biddy, David Adder, Nathan Bishop, Alexa Lorenzo, WFTV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Is Channel 9 Eyewitness News this morning. Coverage you can count on.
Good morning. If you're doing other things right now, stop and take a look at your screen because we have major breaking news for you. Look at this. 18 miles of I-95 shut down in Volusia County for 5 separate crashes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for our fabulous team. We're so proud of everyone. Woo! For Nate, Dave, Christian, Kirsten, and everyone behind the scenes, thank you, thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
All right, in the category 7, Newscast Daytime Emmy, the Emmy goes to...
Let's see. Las noticias ahora. Las noticias ahora. Grito de indignación. Darlene Torres Marrero, Jenny Suárez, Selimar Adamés, Casalduc, WLII TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Buenas tardes. Miles y miles de personas llevaron su grito de indignación hoy hasta la fortaleza, exigiendo mejores salarios y condiciones de trabajo y un retiro digno.
Thanks to the judges of the Suncoast chapter. Thanks to my fabulous team of Las Noticias. We've been only a year and a half on air, and this is really, really a great moment for us. Gracias, equipo. Buenas noches.
We move on to Category 8, Newscast Evening. There are 3 Emmy Award-winning entries. The Emmy goes to...
Las Noticias Prime. Yalicet Rivera Rentas, Jenny Suárez, Selimar Adamés Casalduc, así que regresen chicas, y Débora Débora Martorell, WLII-TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Saludos. Ahora en las noticias Prime vamos a hablarles del esquema de irregularidades en la contratación de una empresa de recogido de basura y otra de colocación de asfalto por parte de los municipios.
Es que nuestra unidad, que hemos denominado Las Noticias Investigaciones, descubrió.
I will let Deborah talk this time.
Wow, this is a wonderful moment for us tonight. It's our first year on air, and we already have 2 Emmys. So thank you so much.
And the next Emmy goes to
11 p.m. Texas school shooting. Christian Benavides, Shaila Argada, Javier Sande, Jackie Nespral, Jawan Strauder, Niamath Mohammed, Alvaro Perez, and Morel Sampson from WTVJ TV in Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Texas and across the country after a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers at an elementary school. And we are now learning that those teachers died while trying to shield their students during the massacre. Good evening, I'm Jawan Strader.
And I'm Jackie Nespral. We're also finding out what the shooter did moments before the attack.
You act like I've never seen a brother get an award before. George Caballo, thank you for believing in us at 11 o'clock p.m. We love you. Don Clapperton, our news director, we love you. My wife, my kids, my mother who passed away in March, this is for you. I love you, Mom.
The Emmy also goes to
Action News Jax at 11, Eric Wiener, WJAX-TV, Jacksonville, Florida. And we accept the award on his behalf.
I'm John Bachman. Once sworn in, opening statements from the state and the defense will begin. Both sides plan to use the video of Ahmaud Arbery's death. Action News Jax has team coverage. Ben Ryan shows us the march held in support of Arbery and his family. But we begin with Action News Jax' Kristen Mary.
We accept the award on their behalf.
Our next Emmy and presentation will be for Category 74, Live News Producer. And the Emmy goes to
Darling Hill, News Producer, Darling Hill, WJAX-TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm John Bachman. Once sworn in, opening statements from the state and the defense will begin. Both sides plan to use the video of Ahmaud Arbery's death. Action News Jax has team coverage. Ben Ryan shows us the march held in support of Arbery and his family. But we begin with Action News Jax' Kristen Mary.
Let me start by saying thank you to God. Thank you to my parents who are celebrating 30-year anniversary tonight. Beautiful years. I hope I've made you proud. Thank you to my amazing Action News Jax team, to Bob Longo, Pascal Head. Thank you so much for all the opportunities you've given us throughout our years there, and thank you for my time there.
Next is Category 10, Daily News Report. And the Emmy goes to
Ancianos de Hialeah Sin Hogar, Hani González, Alexis Sánchez, WSCB-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Los de Hialeah es incierto y ahora temen por sus vidas.
Es que un accidente les destruyó la casa donde viven, no tienen electricidad, tampoco agua y ahora les piden por favor a la gente quien pueda que ayude. Hani González está ahora ahí en vivo en la casa. Hani, cuéntanos cómo están pasando estas horas.
Thanks to the Academy for this. Thanks to God. This is incredible for me.
We now move on to Category 11, Hard News Report. There are 2 recipients. And the Emmy goes to
Manhunters, Jody Mormon, Vic Micolucci, WJX-TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
We accept the award on their behalf.
And now, the next Emmy goes to
911, Facing Ida's Fury, Amanda Roberts, Kai Kalia, WVUE TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. I will accept the award on their behalf. Go Kai.
Next up is Category 80, Writer, and we have 4 recipients. The first award is for Writer News, and the award goes to
Testigos del Éxodo, Euniskia Ramirez, WSCV TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And we accept the award on their behalf. The next Emmy is for Writer Sports, and the Emmy goes to
History Awaits, Michael O'Halloran, Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
And the chase of it all starts tonight.
Thank you. A huge thank you to my mentor, Gabe Marte. None of this would be possible without him. Phil Esposito, our entire Tampa Bay Lightning team, and my amazing family, thank you so much.
The next award for writer, short and long form, and the Emmy goes to
No Man's Land, Becoming Louisiana, Flo Ulmer, the Bill Rodman Production Shop, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we accept the award on their behalf. The final award in this category is for Writer's Spot Announcement, and the Emmy goes to
Florida Forest, Gary Jordan, the Zachary Group, Tallahassee, Florida.
Paddle up a creek, or just toss a line. And oh, the stories you'll tell at your family dinner. We have 1.1 million acres of you need to be here. We're your Florida State Forests, and we're calling you out.
My producer, Josh McClawhorn, said, "Don't go ahead and enter this." I said, "I'm not sure it's good enough." He said, "No, it's good enough." So for all the years Josh and I have been together, this is the 3rd time he's been right. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you, man. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Our next Emmy presentation will be for Category 9 News Special. There are 5 award-winning entries, and the first Emmy goes to
Haiti's First Lady, the exclusive interview, Calvin Hughes, Natalie Morera de Vorona, WPLG TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we will accept the award on their behalf. The next Emmy goes to
Resumen 2021, Erika Martínez Lee, Jorge Gelpi Pagán, Rudy Mata, José Frank Ogando Hoffman, Axel Ortiz, Ivanet Mariani, Miguel Sepúlveda Cruz, Francisco García, Orlando Rodríguez y Rafael Lenin López de Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Keishla Marlene Rodríguez Ortiz y tiene 27 años y fue reportada como desaparecida desde ayer cuando no llegó a su trabajo.
Hoy fue ella, mañana puede ser alguien cercano a ti.
Desde el principio sale a reducir el nombre de Felipe Aldeo y corresponde a la policía corroborar si realmente él tiene alguna participación.
Hola, buenas noches. Gracias. No puedo decir nada más, estoy muy emocionada. Gracias a estos seres, gracias al equipo de producción de Noticentro. Gracias.
Trabajamos para esto, un compromiso firme y seguiremos brillando y alcanzando todos nuestros sueños. Así que éxito a todos ustedes y vamos por más.
Como veterano de estos premios, la influencia más grande son los jóvenes.
que crean en dar lo máximo de ellos y que tengan el potencial, como ese muchacho que está ahí, José Fran Ogando, mi pupilo, que hoy recibe su primer Emmy. Y eso es grande, que sigan muchos jóvenes así triunfando y logrando y confiando en ellos mismos.
I like this jacket.
Jacket, they got style.
I want that jacket. All right. The Emmy also goes to
Viviendo con los huracanes. Pedro Martínez Vélez, Suheili López Belén, José Frank Ogando, así que regresa José Frank Hoffman, Adnan Julián Escalera García, Ada Monzón, Orlando Rodríguez, Carlos Moctezuma y Laura Díaz de Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I'm gonna wait for the other.
You can wait for them.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Thank you so much to the judges, to the Suncoast Emmy Award chapter. Thank you so much. We are honored to be here. Our team, our weather team, is the first one with 3 meteorologists on board in Puerto Rico, so we're honored.
Yes, I want to thank you to Guapa TV because my 7 years of career, right now I'm working directly on my island. So I'm so glad for that.
the fourth Emmy in this category goes to
Surviving Surfside, Year 1, Jim DeFeeti, Rafael Murciano, Joaquin Garcia, Adam Spunt, WFOR-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And we accept the award on their behalf. The last Emmy in this category goes to
Missing in Florida, John Pacinti, Wendy Ryan, Michelle Casada, Stacey Olmos, Tori Dunnan, Yada Williams, WPTV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
In Florida, a special presentation.
I'm Wendy Ryan with ABC Action News in Tampa. Tonight, I'm right outside the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County. For weeks, this park was the backdrop in the search for Gabby Petito's fiancé, and her case is why we're here tonight.
Thank you so much. This was a statewide effort with several script stations involved, so I want to thank all the producers, reporters, anchors who took part in this. Thank you to the judges. And this is in honor of all those who are still missing in Florida, those families who are waiting for closure. Thank you.
Thank you all very much, especially to our parent company Scripps, who allows us the opportunity to do these statewide specials. Great night. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next is category 16, News Feature Light, and we have several winners in this category. The first award is for News Feature, Light Feature, and the Emmy goes to
Finding His Voice, Matthew Apthorpe, Katie Lagrone, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. We will accept the award on their behalf. The next award is also for News Feature, Light Feature, and the Emmy goes to
Story to Share, Sean Martinelli, Allison Hickey, WBBH TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida.
Fiona Malone in a game of Guess Who.
Come on, Fiona, you didn't even give me a chance.
It's also hard to match her show-stopping voice.
Oh, never loved me anyway.
Fiona, you're so good at singing. Though more than anything, Fiona is hard not to love.
Thank you to my partner in storytelling, Allison Hickey. She couldn't be here tonight. And to Waterman Broadcasting, who gives us the platform to share stories that unite us. I think it is so important to do those kinds of stories. Thank you.
The next award is for News Feature, Serious Feature, Single Report. There are 4 awards, and the first Emmy goes to
Losing Ground, One Man's Fight for Control, Jay Cashmere, Paris Vasquez, WPTV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Massive high-speed Argentinian invasive lizard. Its jaw pressure can break bones, and Rodney has the scars to prove it.
This guy could bite your finger clean off.
He was the first to start trapping them here, and little did he know what would happen next.
I have captured over 3,000, and I know I haven't captured one in every 10.
A big thank you to the Academy, to Carla, to WPTV, and this guy behind me right here. Working with him is awesome, and when we can create something together and tell a story, it's the best thing in the world. It makes us real, and that's why we're journalists. Thank you.
Jay, I just want you to know that I will always be grateful for you. Mom, I love you. To my girlfriend, thank you for being my biggest supporter. I love you. Thank you.
The next Emmy goes to
High Anxiety, Jody Mormon, Joy Purdy, WJXT-TV, Jacksonville, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf. The Emmy also goes to
Unlikely Reunion, Stephen A. Wolfram, Natasha Robin, WVUE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. And we accept the award on their behalf.
The final award for News Feature, Serious Feature Single Report goes to
Let's see. A Brother's Love, Tori Dunnan, Paris Vasquez, WPTV, West Palm Beach.
From the 69th to the 71st floor, and that's the tower that he was in when it came down.
He was Sergio Gabriel Villanueva, Steve's older brother.
He's towards the end over here. So Villanueva, there he is right there, Sergio Villanueva.
Thank you all very much. Paris and I were talking ahead of this, and we said, really, there's only one appropriate person to thank for this story, and that's Sergio Villanueva and the Villanueva family, because they paid the ultimate sacrifice for all of us.
Still in Category 16, we now present awards for News Feature's Serious Feature Multiple Reports. There are 2 awards, and the Emmy goes to
Victims of Florida Guardianship, Wally Lurs, Danielle DeRoss, and Olivia Svetch. I'm sorry, Olivia. Svetch. WPEC-TV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Says things started going wrong when he turned 18 and aged out of the foster care system. Suddenly, he was being evaluated by doctors and lawyers with no explanation, until a St. Lucie County judge told him someone had petitioned the court to make Michael a ward of the state.
Thank you very much. We'd like to thank Danielle, who couldn't be here tonight, and she would in turn like to thank her husband for all his support. I would like to thank my wife for all her support. Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you. Thank you to WPEC and my biggest cheerleader, my mom, who is my date tonight. So thank you for being here with me today.
The Emmy also goes to
Surfside, Inside the Rubble, Karen Hinsel, Daniel Cohen, Gabriel Guzman, WSVN-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we will accept the award on their behalf.
And our next category celebrates the Showcase of Creativity. Category 17, Arts, Entertainment, News. And the Emmy goes to
Artist Showcase, Thomas Lloyd, Charlotte County Television, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Over there.
One touch of nature makes the whole world
Still see some of the mist?
kin.
Yeah.
In the early morning hours,
You haven't been down here before, have you? No, I haven't.
that's where you'll find these two,
You're just so full of them.
enjoying nature
Snags.
and having a good joke. Meet Bonnie and Darren.
I just want to say thanks to God, thanks to my family, thanks to my supervisor, Elizabeth, who couldn't be here,
And this is the first for our station, very tiny station, because it's just her and I. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Now on to category 45, Arts, Entertainment, Short, Long Form. We have multiple recipients, and the first Emmy goes to
Greater Sarasota, the Heart of Community. Laura Landry, Ashley Stokes, James Borchuk, WEDU TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
The Arte Latino Cultural Center is a great and unique place located between Sarasota and Manatee County. Our focus is to promote the arts for the Latin Hispanic community, but also to be a cultural exchange channel between both the community at large and the Latinx community.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great evening. I am so honored to be here tonight and really want to say a huge thank you to Crea Arte Latino, who shared their story and made this piece possible, and to the whole team at WEDU, and to James Borchuk, my work partner in crime, and to my sister, who has been such a huge encouragement to me my entire life. So thank you.
The next Emmy goes to
The Perpetual Loop, Rodrigo Arauz, Ed Talavera, Dennis Scholl, WPBT TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Artwork is an autobiographical or a self-portrait. It has to come from the inside.
Thank you. I want to thank Oolite Arts for supporting this work. I want to thank WPBT for giving producers access to the airwaves. Indie film is alive and well in South Florida, and so thank you very much. Proud of this guy right here.
And the Emmy also goes to
Are You Down? Juan Matos, Ed Talavera, Ellie Cohn, Dennis Scholl, Constantia Contaxis. WPBT TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I first met Michael in November of 1997. Louis was showing in the Art Center, and Michael came out of his studio and joined us. And he was very gracious, and that's where our rich conversations really took off.
I'm going to thank my wife. Don't want to forget that. It's happened before. Who are you going to thank?
I want to thank my wife.
Very smart move. Thanks, everybody.
That was smart.
That was good. Moving on to Arts, Entertainment, Long-Form Content, there are 3 awards, and the Emmy goes to
Chuck Owen in the Jazz Surge, The Making of Within Us 25th Anniversary Album, Jared Brown, Jason Sue, John Cundy, Gary Granger, University of South Florida, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
It took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like my music is uniquely mine. It's not necessarily exactly what a lot of the other jazz world does or what you find in other big band pieces. It's fine because it's me.
Thank you very much. It's an honor. Just want to thank Chuck Owen and his amazing jazz band we got to cover for weeks on end. I'm going to follow up on those guys, my beautiful wife and my family, and USF for letting us do this, and especially our amazing crew, cinematographers, editors, graphic designers, everything. They've made it happen. Thank you.
The next Emmy goes to
Breaking the Silence, Humberto Casanova, Ariel Rubalcaba, Barry Gordon, Philip Colodetti, Tony Leal, James Pierre, Ahmed Torresilla, Alberto Bade, Ángel Hernández y Leonardo Coyoca. MDC-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
But I never really thought of it like that.
What it is, it's giving the students an opportunity to compose music, to express the emotions that we're seeing in these silent films.
Okay, I'm Alberto Wad, I'm the director of the Miami-Dade College Orchestra, and I came up with the project of Breaking the Silence.
Thank you so much. Alberto and I and the production crew at Miami-Dade College Television are honored each day to work with very talented students who support our staff and who are the musicians in this show. And those of you out there, if you're in the power to hire production crew, Miami-Dade College graduates the most diverse student body in TV production. If we want to see diversity in this industry, hire our graduates. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, God, for blessing me with the best college to work for and the best students in the world. Thank you all very much.
The Emmy also goes to
Irma Thomas, the Soul Queen of New Orleans, Ron Yeager, Jim Dotson, Steve Shulkins, Ted Ochoa, WLAE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. We accept the award on their behalf.
And this is the last category that Rob and I will be presenting this evening. Category, you never know that Spanish comes out, category. Category 44, special event coverage, edited. And the Emmy goes to.
It's starting to come out for me too, Sandra.
Oh my God, I'm getting that.
How lucky am I, though? Get to present with her.
You're getting a little Latin flair here with all of us.
50 years of Disney magic. Melissa Marali, Rachel Linden, John Brown, Amy Kofelt, Joseph Doherty, Stephen Kajalewski, Caitlin Mead, WOFL TV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Kingdom opened 50 years ago on October 1st, 1971, and this park has gone through a lot of changes over the years. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Amy Caulfield. I mean, just take a look at Cinderella's castle. This looks nothing like it did a half-century ago.
First of all, thanks to my wife for putting up the crazy schedules that we all deal with in this industry. It's always great to win an Emmy with colleagues like this, but it's even better to win an Emmy when you have friends with you like this. Guys, congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners and nominees. Have a very good night.
Congrats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a message from the chairman of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Terry O'Reilly.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Yes, my name is Tess Roland.
Alberto Sardinas with WLTV in Miami.
All right, let's get right to it. Local news has a responsibility to the community they serve, and included in that is the task of maintaining focus on schools and education. For category 22, Education and Schools News, the Emmy goes to...
And the Emmy goes to... Profesiones sin título, Rainé Anciani, WLTV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Congratulations. Rainé could not be with us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf.
Up next is Category 50, Education, Schools, Short and Long-Form Content. And the Emmy goes to...
Substituting Education, Emerald Morrow, Taylor Segarra, WTSP-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Provide our children teachers where they can learn. I can only imagine where they're going to end up.
Thank you.
fortunate to be here tonight, and I want to thank everybody that played a part in getting this Emmy and helping me put the stories together. But I am fortunate enough to have parents who invested in my education. One of my parents is here with me tonight. Hey, Dad. And not all of our children have that opportunity, and I think it's our responsibility as journalists to make sure that we tell these stories so that we can make things more equal for all. Thank you.
Now we move on to Category 47, Children, Youth, Short and Long Form Content. And the Emmy goes to...
El Mundo de Nicole, Nelson Bustamante, Natalia Denigri. Dream It Foundation, 360 Media, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Congratulations.
Bienvenidos a mi mundo, el mundo de Nicole. Hola, Boy, te tengo una pregunta. ¿Por qué la luna no se cae?
Nicole, me encantan tus preguntas.
Qué emoción. Muchas gracias, Academia. Bueno, a todo mi equipo de corazones guerreros, este es premios para ustedes, Nelson Bustamante y todo el maravilloso equipo. Y por supuesto, este Emmy es muy especial porque es para mi hija Nicole, ya que es su mundo, el mundo de Nicole. Gracias. Gracias, Nicole. Te amo.
I want to say thank you on behalf of the whole team of Corazones Guerreros. And then now we're like our little star and talented Nicole Rodriguez. So thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Nicole is amazing, so thank you.
Love to see it. All right, now moving right along, we now present awards in the category of business consumer news. There are 3 awards, and the first Emmy goes to...
Ballers, a Hooters for Women, Adam Walzer, WFTS TV Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Some of America's most successful restaurants, like Outback, Bonefish Grill, and Hooters, which now has more than 400 locations. Tampa resident Nate Lawhorn told investors he planned to be part of that success story with a new restaurant he calls Baller.
Unfortunately, Ballers never saw the light of day, but we helped protect some investors who had spent some money trying to bring it to light. I'd like to thank my I-team, my producer, Melanie Payne, the photographer, Randy Wright, who worked on this, my other photographer, Matt McGlashan, my news director, Sarah Moore, my general manager, Nick Nicholson, and their support of investigative journalism. Also can't leave without thanking my beautiful wife, Lucy, and daughter, Sally, for being here with me tonight. Thank you so much.
All right. And the next Emmy goes to...
Dude, Where's My Title? Shannon Becken, James Farquhar, WFLA TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to...
Gas Pump Thieves, Michael Hallfield, Robert Brewer, WKMG TV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here with us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf.
Thank you. We now present awards for categories 23 and 51, Environment, Science, News, and Long Form. There are multiple awards, and the first award goes to...
A prescription for saving Florida's coral reefs, Glenn Glazer, WPBF TV, West Palm Beach, Florida. Unfortunately, Glenn couldn't be with us tonight, but we accept the award on his behalf.
The second Emmy goes to...
Sinking Ships, Jessica Clark, Nick Morin, WTLV TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
Atlantic, Harold Conger is about to witness something a captain usually doesn't want to see.
Normally, no.
2 sinking ships.
That's a bad thing.
But in this case,
that's what they wanted to do.
They is one guy, Joe Kistel,
I'm gonna rig up 3 sync cameras.
and his group that works to create artificial reef.
All right, so
Well, it looks like they couldn't join us tonight, but it was great to see their footage there. Great piece for sure, well deserved.
absolutely. So we're gonna hand this over here.
And the next Emmy goes to
The Trouble with the Turtles, Luis Aguirre, Anastasia Pavlinskaya, WPLG TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Injuries and months of treatment,
Big Day.
3 juvenile green sea turtles are finally going back to the ocean. Young Carl can't wait to go home.
You're okay, buddy.
They've survived the planet for over 100 million years. I feel it's our responsibility to make sure they don't go extinct on our watch.
100%.
You know, environmental stories are not the sexiest, so I'm speaking to all the news directors here. Please give these stories airtime because they are needed right now more than ever. So I want to give this to my general manager, Bert Medina, and Bill Pahovy for having the faith in this franchise and trusting me to be the voice. And this young lady who's a producer extraordinaire, who cracks the whip and makes sure that I get my work done. Anastasia, your first Emmy, you have to say something.
Thank you to the Marathon Turtle Hospital because they're awesome, and please save the turtles. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
And the Emmy also goes to
Florida Invaders, the Burmese Python, Michael Pulaska, Reed Moeller, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. And unfortunately, they couldn't be with us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf.
All right.
Our next award is for Category 33 Weather News, and there are multiple recipients, and the first award goes to Alberto. Take it away.
Of course, and first award goes to After Ida, Richard Engelhardt, Roy Ramos, Betty Davis, Maurice Moran, WPLG TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Congratulations.
Passable. Several buildings are now piles of rubble, and large trees were tossed into some homes.
I want to hear from you.
The president urging people to stay where they are.
And we need people to continue to shelter in place if it's safe for them to do so.
The worst of the storm is over. Now recovery begins for life after Ida.
Well, this assignment was a logistical challenge from the start. From the moment we landed, they gave our rental car away, so believe it or not, we had to cover this storm in a Home Depot truck. But we got it done, and that was only possible thanks to this man right here. It's my photographer, Maurice Moran. Together, we call ourselves Team Romo, and that's because we love what we do. I want to thank my Local 10 family, my wife, and I'm a new father, so I want to dedicate this to my son. Work hard, son. It always pays off.
And thank you, Rich Engelhardt and Betty Davis, for also being a part of the team on this submission. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
All right, and the second award goes to
Survival on the Water, Erica Ferrando, Michael Millen, WWL-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. And unfortunately, they couldn't be with us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf.
And the final award in the category Weather and News goes to
Get ready now. Bonchuan, Margaret Orr, Damon Singleton, Art Jarrett, Lee Southwick, WDSU TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. And they couldn't join us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf. And for Category 63 Weather Short and Long Form, there are multiple awards. Emmy goes to
Hurricane Hacks, Manda Mendoza, Lorraine Apperson, Andrew Caliendo, WTSP TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Congratulations.
Meteorologist Bobby Deskins, and I'm here to bust some of those hurricane hack myths, like, putting tape on your windows. How about throwing your lawn furniture in your pool, or putting valuables in your dishwasher? Now, you've probably seen these all over the internet, but they could end up as a big fail.
I want to thank my boss, Andy, that took me out of my comfort zone and told me to write hurricane tips and make them entertaining. And for Amanda, for taking our creativity to a whole new level. It was wonderful. Thank you.
All right. And the next Emmy goes to
What's on Rob's Radar? Rob Dunn's WBBH TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples, Florida.
Rob's Radar, and we are treading water today inside the virtual Gulf of Mexico, inside a brand new NBC2 animation. What I wanted to ask you today, have you ever wondered why fish aren't constantly electrocuted every time a lightning bolt strikes the Gulf of Mexico? I was thinking about that earlier, so here's the science behind what happens.
Well, thank you very much. On behalf of everyone here tonight who's representing Southwest Florida, let me encourage the rest of you to come down and visit our area. We were hit really, really hard by the hurricane a few months ago. We'd appreciate your support and maybe some of your money to help out some of our small businesses as we repair very quickly from the hurricane. So thank you for your time.
All right, and the Emmy also goes to
Surviving the Storm, The Andrew Effect, Nancy Ryan, Jim Hockett, Philip Hill Jr., Jeff Buridelli, Amanda Hawley, WFLA TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, Florida.
Hi, and welcome to our Surviving the Storm special. I'm Max Defender 8 Chief Meteorologist and Climate Specialist Jeff Buridelli. We are here on Key Biscayne, Florida's southernmost barrier island, and a true tropical paradise.
Just a quick shout out to WFLA. Thanks for all the great people there who work with us on this. Special shout out to our producer Nancy, who's done this for years, and we just really appreciate her. Thank you so much.
And the final Emmy in this category goes to
Calm Before the Storm, Thomas Terry, Matthew Richards, Cassandra Candelaria, WFTV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. And unfortunately, they couldn't join us tonight, but we accept the award on their behalf. And in category 34, Weathercast, we have 3 recipients, and the Emmy goes to
Tornado Close-Up, Alan Seals, WPMI TV, Mobile, Alabama.
About is the funnel cloud, that part of the cloud that extends all the way down to the ground. But the true definition of a tornado, it is just a violent circulating wind. Sometimes it doesn't even have a condensation cloud. And that's what you see connecting the area of low pressure at the top down to the ground.
Thank you so much. Number 1, thank you to my wife. Number 2, thank you to my boss. Number 3, thank you to my viewers for this Suncoast EMMY registered trademark. And happy to represent the people of LA, Lower Alabama.
And the next Emmy goes to
Let's see. The Weather Story in 3D, Elizabeth Robaina, WKAQ TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we accept the award on their behalf. Congratulations. And the Emmy also goes to,
let's take a peek.
Let's see.
Into the Weather, Justin Hobbs, WBBH TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida.
Well, today's cold front is going to bring us some really nice weather as we're heading out for our Monday plans. In fact, taking a step out the door Monday morning, we're looking at mostly clear skies, but take a look at that palm tree. It's blowing quite well. Not going to be the best day to wear a hat if you're wanting to try to look a little bit extra nice on your Monday morning.
Wow. Thank you so much to the Academy. Big shout out to my family back at Waterman Broadcasting. Big thank you to my fiance for loving me, supporting me through each and everything, even the crazy adventures. Shout out to my family. Thank you for supporting me each and every day. I want to dedicate this to my friends across the entire world who are born with what we like to call lucky fins. This is to show them that you can and you will achieve your dreams as long as you have the right mindset. And of course, thank you to God. Thank you, guys.
A beautiful testament, wow.
All right, we now move on to health, medical, news, and this is category 24. There are multiple recipients, and the first award goes to...
Let's get right to it. Deadly Side Effects, Jackie Calloway, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf. Thank you.
All right, and now the next award goes to...
Scoping Out Cancer, My Personal Story, Bruce Hamilton, WJXT TV, Jacksonville, Florida. And unfortunately, Bruce couldn't be with us tonight, but we accept the award on his behalf.
All right, and the Emmy also goes to...
Child Unsafe, Mary Bear, Jody Mahorman, WJXT TV, Jacksonville, Florida. And unfortunately, they couldn't join us tonight either, but we accept the award on their behalf. And the final Emmy in this category, Health Medical News, goes to...
Horse Healing, Sarah Makes Strides, Catherine Bursch, WTSP TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Healing take place at the Emerald M Therapeutic Riding Center. It's certainly not your standard doctor's office.
Yeah, we have a lot of incredible stories, that's for sure.
And one of those stories belongs to Sarah.
I want to thank all the supportive folks at 10 Tampa Bay, my husband Phil Selly for all his gentle video critiques, and of course Sarah and her family for sharing their inspirational stories, and the wonderful therapists at Emerald Farm, both 2- and 4-legged.
This is the final category that Alberto and I will be presenting tonight. Category 52, Health Medical, Short and Long Form. And the Emmy goes to, take it away, Alberto.
Mayor Story, Suicide Awareness, Ryan Himmel, Mayor Scott Brook, Josh Berlant, Ling Martzell, City of Coral Springs, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Kind of not herself. What I later learned, and did not recognize then, was that my mom was struggling with depression. And a short time after graduation, tragically, at the age of 58, my mother died as a result of suicide. I was just 23 years old.
So in 15 seconds, it's tough to share such an important message, but I want to thank my mom for her life, her lessons, and her love. I'm here as a survivor of suicide, and I can let you know you can still have a full life even if you have a hole in your heart. And I'm very proud and grateful to work for this production team in our city of Coral Springs to share my personal story. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything, and thank you to my sister Joanne and my daughter Samantha for being here, and thank you to a city that's committed to mental wellness. And you can't have mental wellness in our state unless we have conversations about mental illness. And we have to break the stigma together by being open, non-judgmental, and sharing love and kindness. God bless you all. Have a good evening. Thank you.
And the next Emmy goes to
Amargo Destino, Mili Méndez, Ramón Montalvo Rivera, Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Rico es uno de los países con el más alto índice de diabetes per cápita. Solo existe en la isla un instituto dedicado a ese silencioso asesino. El gobierno le ha recortado el presupuesto en varias ocasiones y ahora ha tomado la decisión de cerrarlo.
Whoa. I want to dedicate this to my daughter, Milena. She makes me a better person. That's why I wake up every morning, so we have a better Puerto Rico. This investigative report was very important to me because the Oversight Board wanted to close the only center that could attend and give the services to the diabetic people. And thanks to this report and all the work we did in WAPA and Jaguar Media, we were able to keep it open. So thank you, and this is for them. To my husband, I love you. You're my rock. Thank you for helping me to be better. And thank you to Jaguar Media, Jay Fonseca, Jennifer. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and all the team and WAPA Televisión. Say something.
Thank you, Mom, for everything. Kiss for you.
the Emmy also goes to
¿Quiénes nos atienden? Mili Méndez, Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
En ambulancia aérea a centro médico. Tuvo un accidente de tránsito que le provocó un sangrado en la cabeza. Ahora está entre la vida y la muerte.
Well, it looks like we'll be accepting the award on their behalf. Thank you guys for spending time with us tonight. We appreciate you being here with us, and congrats to all the nominees.
Congratulations, everybody. A pleasure to be with you, Tess. And the evening goes on. Lots more, many more categories to come. Thank you, everybody. Do you want to accept it? You know what I mean? Okay, we have her, yeah. There she is.
Thank you. All I can say is we have so many challenges in Puerto Rico, especially the access to health. We only have 21 neurocirujanos, and we lost the accreditation in el recinto de ciencias médicas. And I'm very honored. Thank you. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Barbara Alfonso, Suncoast Chapter's president, to say a word about the Student Production Awards and Scholarship.
Hello again, everyone. We hope you're having a wonderful time. Congratulations to all of this evening's nominees and recipients. The Suncoast Chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences is a nonprofit Florida corporation dedicated to excellence in television. We support future television industry professionals by recognizing the talent and efforts of college and high school students in our region, with Student Production Awards. We also provide financial support for college students and high school seniors by granting scholarships annually. This year, we received over 330 college and high school Student Production Award entries. The 4th annual Suncoast Student Production Awards presentations were held on Saturday, May 7th at the University of Miami School of Communication. Students came from throughout the state of Florida, as well as Louisiana and Puerto Rico. This year, the Suncoast chapter also awarded over $93,000 in scholarships to 27 deserving students. Every year, a special scholarship, the Bob Barron Scholarship Award, is presented to a student who embodies a spirit of commitment, leadership, and innovation in our industry. Bob Behrens served as president of the Suncoast chapter for 6 terms. He was dedicated to helping the next generation, and it was his idea for the chapter to offer yearly scholarships to broadcasting students in our region. The recipient of this year's Bob Barron Scholarship is Daniel Joseph Tall, a University of Miami student. Daniel's determination and desire to learn have earned him the attention and mentorship of the executive producers he works with on campus. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Daniel Joseph Toll, along with the 26 Suncoast Chapter Scholarship recipients. Thank you.
How's everybody doing tonight? Congratulations again to all the nominees and recipients tonight. My name is Miguel Santiesteban, a reporter with Telemundo 51 in Miami.
And I'm Tori Dunnan with WP.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a message from the chairman of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Terry O'Reilly.
Thanks for inviting me to take part in your Emmy celebration this evening. I'm here in Los Angeles, where we are celebrating the first night of the first ever Children and Family Emmy Awards. It's our Academy's first new national celebration in more than a half-century. Celebrations like these are a great opportunity to reflect on the wonderful work being done all across the nation by members of our Academy, and then to honor it with the Emmy, our industry's gold standard. On this Saturday night, it is really terrific to see that the Emmy spotlight is shining bright from the Suncoast to the West Coast. I hope to see you all soon, hopefully in person. In the meantime, congratulations to all being honored this evening, Emmy Award winners and nominees alike, and have a wonderful evening.
All right, now,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next set of presenters, Tori Dunham, anchor reporter WPTV, and Miguel Santiesteban, news reporter Telemundo 51 WSCV.
All right, now it's our turn, yeah. We got
Jump the gun.
Congrats again to everybody. There are still more Emmys awards to be given out. Now we move on to category number 55, informational and instructional. There are 2 recipients. The first Emmy goes to
Mardi Gras for All Y'all 2022, planning your perfect Mardi Gras. Andrew Nuno, Tom Pfeiffer, Robert Young, Zayna Georges, Light Switch Video.
Knows that planning the perfect Mardi Gras is no easy task. For one, it involves a lot of decisions, like which parades am I going to, what am I going to wear, and whose bathroom should I use during Endymion. But don't worry, we're here to help. After all, the most important things to remember during Mardi Gras are to have fun, be safe, and eat lots of king cake.
All right, thank you so much for this. I share this with Tom Pfiffner, Zana Georges, and Robert Young.
Thank you so much to my colleagues at Lightswitch Video, the advocate Drake Matlock, to my friends and my family who are here tonight, my brothers and my parents. Thank you so much for your unwavering support. Thank you so much for this recognition. We truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And the next Emmy goes to?
Safer, Smarter Kids, second grade safety superheroes. Lauren Book, Claire Van Susteren, Michelle Watson, Ronald Book, Joshua McLaughlin, Blythe Adrian, Lawrence Kids, Miami, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hi, friends. How are you doing today? Welcome to our backyard. I'm Lauren, and this is my friend, Buddy.
Thank you to the judges, Carla, the Academy. This is a video that is in classrooms statewide, teaching kids how to keep themselves safe. And I know I speak for Senator Lauren Book, Claire Van Susteren, Ron Book, Michelle Watson when I say there's no more noble cause than keeping our kids safe, and recognition for this video does just that. So thank you. Have a great evening.
So we now present awards for categories Lifestyle, News, and Long Form. There is one award, and the Emmy goes to?
The Secret Swell, Stephen A. Wolfram, Rob Krieger, WVUE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Fickle body of water, typically calm, maybe even placid, but sometimes brackish water turns into a tempest, kicking up crashing waves, spewing into the streets, crushing the seawall, and sometimes, just sometimes, creating a secret swell.
They're surfing in Lake Pontchartrain there in Louisiana. It's crazy. Thank you goes to my boss, Kristen Palestina, Michael Schaefer, Sandy Breland, for letting me be a crazy person on TV, and the Iceman Special for making that piece so special, and my daughter, Selena, who came with me tonight. Thanks, y'all.
In category 42, magazine program, the Emmy goes to?
Check, please. South Florida, number 1905, Natalia Limos, Joyce Belos, Michelle Bernstein, WPBT-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And we'll applause for them and accept on their behalf. All right, so moving right along in category 29, Nostalgia News. There are two recipients, and the Emmy goes to?
El Fuego del DuPont, Valeria Collazo Canizares, Adriana de Jesús, Iván López, Aracelimar Soto, WKAQ-TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Había algo anormal que estaba sucediendo en el hotel. Yo lo noté en un momento dado que terminé de atender a una persona en una tragamoneda. Yo miro y veo que el área donde yo estaba se había ido la gente. Y en ese momento pues pasó el gerente.
Thank you so much for this amazing recognition. My dear friends, Valeria Collazo Cañizares and Victor Emanuel Ramos couldn't be here to accept this award. But En Que Quedó has taught us so many things, but one of them is the importance of follow-up journalism. I know it's difficult with the immediacy that hits us in the face, but we've come to realize that our public demands it and our society needs it. So thank you so much.
Gracias.
Gracias.
The Emmy also goes to?
1402 Pork and Bean Blue, Juan Matos, Amanda Bradley, Javier Labrador, Dennis Skoll, WPBT-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I've always photographed that house because the people there, the house itself, the neighborhood has so much history, so much richness, so much beautifulness. Literally generations of generations of generations of generations have come through the house.
Thank you. We're going to let the star of our film speak.
I'd like to thank everybody at Ulite, my family, my friends, Juan Matos, Javier, Amanda Bradley, Dennis Show, and everybody in Liberty City, the whole Poker Bean Project community. Thank you.
And thank you, Roscoe, for allowing us to tell your story. Thank you.
And Wansi, we know you're watching up there in the cold weather, so thanks, buddy. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Ulite Arts.
We now move on to Nostalgia Long Form, and the Emmy goes to...
See? The Grand Lady, Michael Anderson, Fabian Cardenas, Mia Lorenzo, Past Story of Diaspora Forward, Inc., Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
This grand hotel was built in 90 days from start to finish. Now you got to think about the time frame. This was 1925, that you could build a building in 90 days of this magnitude. It had almost 400 rooms and it's made out of solid concrete.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to say quick to my wife, thank you for putting up with all the long hours that I put in, and my daughters, and also to executive producer Richard Quadrisi and the Hollywood Historical Society.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
So next is category 43, Public Affairs Program, and the Emmy goes to...
Crime, Our City, Our Problem, Kevin Davidson, Joe McCoy, Ed Ball, Chris Nakamoto, Brandy B. Harris, WBRZ-TV in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we'll accept this award on their behalf. All right, so moving right along, next up is category 64, Public Service Announcement, and we have 3 recipients. The first award in this category goes to...
Message of Hope, Toys for Tots, Anthony Cervantes, Zach Schwartz, WFTB, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf. And the second award goes to...
Driverless cars are everywhere. Troy Dunn, Dunn & Co. in Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. We also accept this one on their behalf as well. The final award in the category of Public Service Announcement goes to...
Let's see. Florida Forest, Gary Jordan, Josh McLaughlin, Gabriela Rodeiro, the Zachary Group, Tallahassee, Florida.
Classrooms, and making a big splash, or carving a new path. Maybe just sit and listen to our Brooks babble. And when you're ready to call it a day, we'll leave the light on. We have 1.1 million acres of you need to be here. We're your Florida State Forests, and we are calling you out.
Josh and Gabby are amazing to work with, but there is one more hero. My wife Bernice had knee surgery a couple weeks ago, and she said, "There's no way I'm coming here without wearing heels," and she did. There you go, babe. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. It's wonderful.
We now recognize recipients in category 65, Commercial. And the first Emmy goes to...
Sin Ayudita, atención, atención. Eri Martínez de Dios, Yamil Medina Carrasquillo, Nicole Betancourt Torres, Víctor Rivera, Gladius LLC, San Juan, Puerto Rico. We accept the award on their behalf. And the next Emmy also goes to...
The Bucket List, Matt Boswell, Chapel Roberts, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. We accept this on their behalf as well. Congratulations.
So now in category 66, promotion news promo, there are several awards, and the first Emmy goes to
Gotcha. Craig Davenport, Heather Dotterreeve, Jacob Bryan, WJAX TV in Jacksonville, Florida. And we accept this for them. Congratulations, guys. The next Emmy goes to
Surviving the Storm, the Dangers of Hurricanes. Kimberly Sherman, Salil Raina, WFLA TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Is nature at its worst. Many homes are completely destroyed. But all of that is replaceable. You are not. The Max Defender 8 weather team will tell you when you can stay and when you need to go. This hurricane season, trust Max Defender 8.
I guess first I'd like to thank my parents for letting me get into this crazy business of TV. And then obviously my boss, when I went to him with this crazy idea saying that I wanted to show with computer graphics the dangers of a hurricane, he said, yeah, why not? So thank you, Paul. Thank you, FLA, for letting us take risks. And I did it.
All right, the next Emmy also goes to
Impact of Hurricane Ida, Amanda Carlin, Jay Grimes, Gabrielle Brewster, Leah Marchand, WAFB TV in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Great job, guys. We accept this on your behalf.
And the final Emmy in promotion news promo goes to
News4Jax, they are who they've always been. Sherry Carpenter, Chrissy Sellers, and Dylan Smith from WJXT TV in Jacksonville, Florida. Congratulations. We accept it on their behalf. For promotion, Program Image Sports Promo, there are 3 awards, and the Emmy goes to
Why I Watch First Coast News on Your Side, Natalie Thorlow, WTLV TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
On Your Side brings, hearing the voice of the single individual that has an issue or has a problem. The fact that they brought awareness to suicide, mental health issues that are real. When you care about people and you care about their well-being, that's what's conveyed coming across your TV set.
Thank you so much. Thank you to my team at First Coast News. My boss, Kristen, you are the biggest cheerleader anyone could ever want. Thank you to my family for always supporting me, and my husband and my daughter, Eloise. Love you all so much. Thank you.
And the next Emmy goes to
NFC Wild Card, Buccaneers versus Eagles. Stephen Lynch, Rondé Barber, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Congratulations, we accept on your behalf here.
The Emmy also goes to
Chloe's Story, Amanda Richter, Clint Horvath, Bally Sports Florida, and Bally Sports Sun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Meet Chloe for the first time, and she's battling cancer, and she brought me these gifts. She wrote my name on a softball, and Chloe, you're an inspiration.
If anybody can fight this thing, it's Chloe Grimes. She's a warrior.
Some things are bigger than baseball, and we saw that tonight.
Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. I'd really like to thank Jason Palante and Bally Sports for giving me the opportunity to honor Chloe Grimes, who is battling cancer, and her special relationship with Brett Phillips. And I'd like to dedicate this to Chloe and her fight against cancer.
We now recognize recipients in category 41, documentary. The Emmy for documentary cultural goes to...
Are we ready? Let's see. Ellas Mujeres en la Música. Euskadi Burgos, Cinextris, San Juan, Puerto Rico. So we accept the award on their behalf. And the Emmy also goes to
Irma, My Life in Music, Callista Herbal, Rachel Lyons, Jim Moriarty, Michael Murphy, WYES-TV in New Orleans, Louisiana. We accept this one on their behalf as well.
the next award is for documentary historical, and the Emmy goes to
Finding Tyler, Christopher Brannon, Diana Reichenbach, and Dennis Scholl from Sonolumin Films Incorporated.
Surveillance cameras as they torched over 100 cars at dealerships.
Concerns about the environment are clear motivators. Ultimately, though, what's in a person's mind and heart when they commit acts like this will remain in their minds.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you to Dennis. Thank you to WPBT, South Florida PBS. And golly, thank you to all you amazing storytellers telling such inspiring stories. Like, this has been a really touching night. So thank you to everybody here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We now move on to documentary topical, and the Emmy goes to
Sounds of the Rum Capital. Arimaniel Cruz Suárez, Julieta Rodríguez Herrera, Francisco Paco López, Rums of Puerto Rico, No Limit Entertainment, and La Masa CRL, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Congrats.
Los ingredientes. Tenemos azúcar, ¿verdad? Todo el mundo con el azúcar. Crema de coco. Jugo de piña. Y lo más importante, el ron.
Saludos y muy buenas noches a todos. Es un placer estar aquí. Quiero agradecer a Rones de Puerto Rico y a Paco López, nuestro productor ejecutivo, especialmente a todo el equipo artístico, a los artistas que participaron y a la productora, mi esposa. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a Rones de Puerto Rico, a Paco López, a todos los artistas que participaron y a todos los cineastas puertorriqueños que también participaron y colaboraron con nosotros en esta pieza. Muchas gracias, buenas noches.
Our next category celebrates those who weave the tapestry of compelling stories together. For category 70, editor, there are multiple awards, so get excited. The first award for editor news goes to
Okay, let's see. Alexis Sanchez, editor compilation. Alexis Sanchez, WSCV TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Tomarse un café cubano en la ventanita y salir a caminar por la calle 8. Sin dudas, la mejor manera de conocer la riqueza cultural de una zona única en el sur de la Florida.
Bueno, gracias a toda mi familia de Telemundo, especial agradecimiento a mi esposa que me acompaña, a mis hijos, mi familia que los está viendo desde la casa, y especial a mis padres que están en Venezuela Coro y para mi gente de Coro Venezuela. Gracias.
Okay, we're having so much fun tonight. The next award goes to
Their stories told through editing, Reed Moeller, WFTS-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Clap for everyone, and we accept on their behalf. The Emmy also goes to
Adriana Mauseri, editing 2022. Adriana Mauseri, WJAN-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Se me fueron el pulmón. Tengo perdido el pulmón izquierdo.
Me gusta la cirugía, estoy a favor de la cirugía.
Me lo puse porque estaba en un estado depresivo.
Mi vida cambió totalmente. Me intervinieron de urgencias, me colocaron sangre y empezó ahí el vía crucis de 10 cirugías.
Bueno, desde ya muchas gracias a los EMMYs, Carla McDonald por su organización en este hermoso evento y a todo su equipo, a mi familia, Viviana que está allá atrás, y muchas gracias a toda América TV. Gracias.
And now for editor, short and long form, the Emmy goes to
The Life of Bill Baggs, Peter Longstreth, WLRN-TV in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hearing about all of the things that he reported on or was involved in, all of a sudden I was going, wait, we can show how this one person intersected with all these huge events.
How could he be involved in so many moments in history, and yet no one knows who Bill Baggs is?
Wow, thanks so much. I want to thank the Bill Baggs State Park for producing this documentary with us. And Bill Baggs had an amazing life. He was a news editor who changed the course of Miami in the 1950s and 60s. If you want to learn more about him, pick up a copy of Amy Condon's book. It's called A Nervous Man Shouldn't Be Here in the First Place. And have a great night. Thank you.
The Emmy also goes to
Fort Myers Nuestro, Hansel Valdez, Adrián Rodríguez, WWDT Telemundo, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida. Congratulations.
Cada 27 de marzo, la ciudad de Fort Myers celebra un año más de haber sido incorporada oficialmente como una entidad local.
Thanks a lot to everyone. It's a great pleasure for us to receive this award. Thanks to the Academy, and thanks to our great team. Muchas gracias a mi familia que me está viendo desde casa. Thank you all.
Gracias a mi esposa, gracias a mis hijos, gracias a Telemundo Fort Myers, Naples. This award, I want to dedicate this award to the city of Fort Myers. Thank you very much.
So Tori and I had a great time celebrating it with you this evening. But before we leave, it's time to present the award for Editor, Sports, and Spot Announcement. And the Emmy goes to
Eric Bungay, Sports Editor, WTSP-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota. And we accept this award on their behalf, but lots of fans in the room.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, appreciate
Congrats,
it.
everyone.
Now, please welcome to the stage our next set of presenters, Ambar Rincon, news anchor, Univision Orlando, and Michael Hudak, reporter, Wink TV.
Okay, here's the good news. Last call isn't until 10:45, so you got some time, relax. Good evening. We begin this segment of the night with Category 71, which is Graphic Arts, Motion Graphics, and Art Direction. There are 3 recipients, and the first Emmy goes to...
Let's see. Sin ayudita, atención, atención. Celina Garrido, Gustavo Agosto, Gladius LLC, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Felicidades.
Tú vas solito, tú vas solita, sin ayudita, qué grande estás. Y si abajo, y si arriba, sin ayudita, qué grande estás.
Wow, I'm honored, first of all. Thank you so much to the Academy. I'd like to thank my family, my mom and dad, my sister, my brother, my team back home, Naisha, Tiffany, Manny. I love you all. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, the next Emmy goes to...
Satcom Direct, Douglas Jarman, Digital Brew, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf.
And the final Emmy in this category goes to...
Pure Cycle, Max Calarco, Digital Brew, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
Our next award is for the category 73 Lighting, and the Emmy goes to...
See Yourself, OFD Recruitment, Philip Cebulski, City of Orlando, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Orlando.
Just wanted to say thank you to all the OFD women and men who serve and protect the community. And I want to say thank you to April Michael, Ed Richter, Heather Fagan, of course, Mayor Dyer, who has given me all these great opportunities. And I would like to thank my mom, who bought my first lighting kit for me. And of course, my wife, who I really wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for her. Thank you so much.
We now present an award for category 68, Musical Composition Arrangement, and the Emmy goes to...
Breaking the Silence, Alberto Bade, Humberto Casanova, Leonardo Coyoca, MDC TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Congratulations.
Wow. First and foremost, I just want to thank God for this amazing honor. The honor it is to work in Miami-Dade College and be surrounded by amazing colleagues, an amazing team at MDC TV, and amazing students that are crazy enough to listen to a professor's crazy idea to combine an orchestra and play electronic dance music and combine these two elements and make something really special out of it. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you to the amazing team that wasn't here, my colleagues Humberto Casanova and Leonardo Coyoca. Thank you guys. Thank you all for sharing this moment as well.
And now for the true heroes of production, the technical team, those who are behind the scenes specializing in their craft. For category 79, technical achievement, the Emmy goes to...
Building a custom mini FPV drone, Zach Perry, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Thank you so much. I got to say, it's an honor to be the first FPV drone pilot to be nominated and win an Emmy in the state of Florida. This industry is all about breaking barriers and challenging the status quo. So thank you guys so much, and congrats to all the nominees tonight.
Our next category honors directors, those who bring the tone and vision of production to life, portraying stories in a way that is true to the art form. For category 69, director, the first award is for director sports, and the Emmy goes to
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2021 Open, Armada, Ryan Thielen, Triglass Productions. We accept this award on their behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to
Tampa Bay Rays 2022 Open, Ryan Thielen, Triglass Productions. We accept the award on their behalf.
Next, we present awards for director short form. There are 3 awards, and the first Emmy goes to
Joining Black is Beautiful, Green Bench, Aaron Hose, Two Hands, 20 Fingers, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf. And the next Emmy goes to
Bully, Alejandro Mendoza Llopis, Luma Creative Management, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I think they are here.
De la juventud mundial sufre de bullying, desde un 7% en Tayikistán, 20% en Estados Unidos y 74% en Samoa. Los países desarrollados no se escapan de esta realidad.
La Escuela de Medicina de la Universidad de Yale afirmó que 20% de los estudiantes de 12 a 18 años en Estados Unidos experimentaron acoso escolar en todo el país.
Thank you so much to all the judges, to everyone that believed in me, and to my excellent team, to my mom. I would like to thank her and dedicate this to her and my beautiful wife, who's also here. Thank you, everyone. Just keep dreaming and doing what you love, because this is the result of that.
The Emmy also goes to
Challenge accepted, Sean Vela, Vela Visuals, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Herself, because the world judges only what they see.
I know that I'm that perfect. It's only person through that challenge to show families what that disability can do.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to say first, thank you to God. Thank you to the Down Syndrome Association of Central Florida for allowing us to tell these stories, to my wife and my family, and to the main rock star who's actually sitting in the back. Her name is Faith Christina. I don't know if she wants to stand up, and everybody give her the applause because she really deserves it. And she's a true inspiration of what anyone with a disability can do, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything. So, thanks, guys.
We're still in category 69. We move on to director long form. There are 4 recipients, and the first Emmy goes to
Irma Thomas, the Soul Queen of New Orleans, Ron Yeager, WLAE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. We accept the award on their behalf. And the second Emmy goes to
Huracán 2022, Joel Rivero, WSCV-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Era el amanecer del 24 de agosto de 1992. Los residentes del sur de Florida nunca imaginaron que desde esa mañana todo iba a cambiar.
Con vientos sostenidos de 165 millas por hora y un poder destructivo nunca antes visto en esta zona, Andrew golpeó a Miami-Dade con huracán categoría 5.
Muchas gracias a todos, muchas gracias a mi familia, muchas gracias a la familia de Telemundo y gracias por este premio.
And the next Emmy goes to
The Life of Bill Baggs, Patrick Longstreth, Ann Longstreth, WLRN-TV, Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Bill Baggs wrote 6 days a week on the front page. He changed the Miami News from a red-baiting newspaper to a liberal newspaper.
He wrote more than 3,000 columns for the Miami News.
His newspaper broke the Cuban Missile Crisis story. He went to North Vietnam twice.
First, I'd like to thank my wife, who is the co-director on this film, also my assistant editor for the previous category that we won. And I'd like to thank Craig Baggs, the son of Bill Baggs, who's here tonight and could regale you with stories about Bill Baggs later this evening if you want to go introduce yourself. And also to Theo, who produced this movie. She's in charge of the Bill Baggs State Park. So thank you very much.
And the Emmy also goes to
Okay, let's see. Cambiando Vidas, Jaime Segura, Dream It Foundation, Trinity Productions, 360 Media, Black Hole Enterprises, Miami, Florida, and we accept the award on their behalf.
Moving right along, we now recognize recipients for Category 76, Photographer, News, Short and Long Form, and the Emmy goes to
Alex Sagan, Visual Storyteller Alex Sagan, WPTV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Customers and the neighborhood as an extended family.
You look good.
And they're coming out to help us out.
Hot, fresh rolls. Living on Sponge Street. This one's all good.
Food, music, and all our friends and family.
This is it cafe.
Wow, thank you. There's only two people I want to thank in this world. It's my mom and my dad. They are both in heaven, and I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you very much.
The next Emmy goes to
Más allá de mis pasos, Oliver Carmona, Black Hole Enterprises, 360 Media, Trinitus Production, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Hice un ejercicio con mi audiencia. Les di un minuto para que pensaran cuánto dinero podrían pedir por sus dos manos. Es decir, que pusieran precio a sus manos para ver si yo podía comprarlas. Cuando finalice el minuto y les pregunto, el silencio es abrumador.
Qué nervios. Esto no había sido posible sin este señor que está aquí, que nos da un gran ejemplo a seguir. Cero quejas. Así que gracias a todos. Gracias a mi familia, a mi bellísima esposa, Janet.
A mí me gustaría darle las gracias primeramente a Dios, a mi familia y a todas las personas que han creído en mí desde el primer día, a todo el equipo que desde que salió Más allá de mis pasos me han apoyado incondicionalmente. Hoy es posible. Gracias a ustedes.
Bellissimo. And the Emmy also goes to
See Yourself, OFD Recruitment, Philip Sobolski, City of Orlando, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Thank you so much. I also want to thank Karen Barber and my team that I work with every day, who is Matt Kaiser and Michael Ziba. You guys are awesome. And thank you again to Ed Richter and my wife, of course. Thank you.
Okay, up next is category 35, Sports Story. The first award in this category is for Sports Story News, and the Emmy goes to...
Okay. Unbreakable Olympic Dreams. Jay Kashmir, Paris Vasquez, WPTV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
And climbs to perfection. 10-year-old Deanna Vinsky puts on a production every time she hits this gym.
We go to bars, vault, beam, and floor, and then we do our conditioning, and then we stretch.
5 hours a day, 5 days a week, she's in here training.
Thank you guys again. I just want to thank this guy right here, working with an incredible video journalist like this. He's my brother, and I miss him so much because he's with our parent company, and we don't get to work together. But these moments like this, I'll never forget. Thank you, Paris.
I love this guy right here. I gotta thank a few family members or else it's gonna be an uncomfortable Christmas dinner. But real quick, Destiny, my sister, Emilia, Aunt Ruth, my second mom, and my father. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Okay, and the next Emmy goes to...
Foul balls, inequities in sports. Daniel Darrows, Wally Lures, WPECV TV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
About kids, sports, and equality. Last month, the I-Team was asked to look into a case of gender discrimination on the softball field. The Babe Ruth girls state champions were given gift bags at their tournament. The boys got trophies.
Yeah, that story actually made national headlines. It became part of a much larger conversation about gender inequality in youth sports.
Thank you. Again, I'd like to thank my wife, Christina Parker, who couldn't be here tonight, my reporter, who also couldn't be here, Danielle, and her husband, Jeremy. I'd like to thank my family and my parents for all their support. And thank you to WPEC for their support, and my new family, WPTV, for all their support. And thank you all. Have a good night.
You got it? Okay. The Emmy also goes to...
City of Palms Park, Evan Dean, Kirk Irwin, WBBH-TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf.
Okay, moving on to Sports Story, short and long form. There are 3 awards, and the first Emmy goes to...
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2021 Open Armada, Mike Dewsnap, Ryan Thielen, Kyle Moe, Paul Winkles, Chris Schultz, Ben Critch, Noel Anderson, Maxwell Mainwood, Tri-Glass Productions.
Congratulations to all.
Yeah, we accept the award on their behalf. And the next Emmy goes to...
Distant Thunder, Colombia, Troy John, Don & Co., Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
The third award goes to...
René Arocha, el Jackie Robinson cubano, Jorge Morejón, WJAN-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Y sigan haciéndolo en el mejor béisbol del mundo, tuvo que haber alguien que rompiera el muro político impuesto por el régimen de Fidel Castro, tras la eliminación del profesionalismo en Cuba, tal como lo hiciera Jackie Robinson en 1947 con la barrera racial. Ese fue René Arocha, el Jackie Robinson cubano.
Muchas gracias. Bueno, nada, solamente quise preservar uno de los capítulos más importantes de la historia del béisbol cubano. Y gracias, René Arocha, por permitirme contar tu historia. Gracias a mi familia y al pequeño equipo que reuní para hacer este trabajo. Muchas gracias.
Felicidades. We now move on to category 36, Sports Program Live. There are 2 awards, and the first Emmy goes to...
Heat opening night pregame, Jason Jackson, Ruth Riley Hunter, Ross Leviton, Charlie Lukin, Edward Ballard, Eric Reed, John Crotty, Will Manso, Miami Heat, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept the award on this behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to
Ray's Live Composite, Brad Bartle, Matt Gersten, Gary Nicholas, Rich Hollenberg, Doug Wachter, Trisha Whitaker, Bally Sports Florida, Bally Sports Stun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept this award on their behalf. Moving right along, the next awards are for category 37, Sports Program, Post-Produced or Edited. There are 3 awards, and the first Emmy goes to
Race All Access Remembering Jean, George Casteris, Tom Sipos, Trisha Whitaker, Michael Sims, Bally Sports Florida, and Bally Sports Song, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I'm Trisha Whitaker. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to honor Rays bullpen catcher Jean Ramirez in the best way that we know how, and that is having an honest and frank conversation about mental health issues. In the aftermath of Jean's suicide, those close to him have been dealing with their grief in a multitude of ways.
To Jean's mom and dad, Tony and Carlos, through their grief after Jean's death by suicide, the courage that they've shown to advocate for mental health awareness and suicide is really special. So to Carlos and Tony, to my wife and my daughter who are here tonight, thank you so much for all your love and support. And to the team that I get to work with, Trisha, Tom, Mike, everybody at the Rays, everybody at Bally Sports, thank you. Thank you so much.
And the next Emmy goes to
Inside the Heat, Women of the Heat, Shannon Irish, Ed Falomia, Eric Reed, Maggie DeBarbery, Elizabeth Adams, Janelle Johnston, Michaela De La Spera, David Perez, Stephen Ruiz. Miami Heat, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to
In the Current, a season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Christy Beaton, Stephen Lynch, Jeff Ryan, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
We now present awards for category 38 Sports, one-time special. And the Emmy goes to
F1, Ready to Race, David Lang, Will Manso, Steve Owen, Janice Fernandez, Carrie Weston, and Alexis Frazier, WPLG, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
Okay, next up is category 39, Live Sporting Event Game. And the Emmy goes to
Panthers playoff game, May 13th, 2022. Jeff Wazol, Mike Rubin, Steve Goldstein, Randy Moeller, Jessica Blaylock, Max Michalik, Bally Sports Florida and Bally Sports Sun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
a lot of winner, but the Emmy also goes to
Dominican Heritage Night, John Solser, Christian Roberts, Paul Severino, Jessica Blaylock, Bally Sports Florida, and Sports Sun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
Well, this is Michael's and my final presentation for tonight, for this segment of the show. Thank you, everyone, for being here and continue to be here with us. But much like in sports, live sporting event season requires precision, timing, good execution, and great teamwork. In the debut of Category 40 for live sporting event season, the Emmy goes to
Miami Heat basketball, Eric Reed, John Crotty, Edward Ballard, Arnold Speaks Jr., Robert Hewitt, Ross Leviton, Jose Ciernos, Charlie Lukin, Lavon Wright, David Diaz, Will Manso, and Kristen Hewitt, Miami Heat, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We accept the award on their behalf. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all. This is the last one. It's yours. The Emmy also goes to
2022 Marlin season, John Solser, Christian Roberts, Paul Severino, Kelly Seiko, JP Arancibia, Tommy Hutton, Gabby Sanchez, Jessica Blaylock, Max Michalik, Valley Sports Florida, Valley Sports Sun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we accept the award on their behalf.
Congratulations to all, and thank you for everything. We have a great time with you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next set of presenters. Mia Lorenzo, multimedia producer, Sideshow Charlie Productions, and Julio Rivera Saniel, reporter, anchor, Noricentro WAPA and WAPA America.
Buenas noches. Good evening. It's been a pleasure for me to be able to join you in tonight's celebration of excellence. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Wonderful. Having a good night.
Well, we begin this segment by recognizing recipients in Category 25, which is Historical Cultural News. And the Emmy goes to, let's see.
I remember the Nazis. Michael Danielewski, Chris Safadi, Wink TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida.
We grew up with that. Well, it meant that they were angry with Jews, and they were very hostile to us, and they were singing songs how they're going to annihilate us, essentially. You know, how they will carve us up with long knives. They're going to kill us.
Thank you very much. This belongs to the people in that story and who made that story possible. It's really theirs. And I'd also like to dedicate this to all the people in Southwest Florida who are really struggling after Hurricane Ian right now. Please remember them. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, and there's more. The Emmy also goes to
Tampa Bay's ties to 911, 20 years later, Adam Walser, Kylie McGivern, Matt McGlashan, Jackie Calloway, Melanie Payne, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
The Ghost Strangers arrived in sunny Sarasota County.
A lot happened here. A lot.
Quietly blending in while preparing to carry out the worst ever terrorist attack on American soil. Record show 12 of the 19 September 11th hijackers lived in or passed through Florida.
This was truly a team effort. Myself, Jackie Calloway, Kylie McGivern, our executive producer, our two, Melanie Payne, our two photographers, Matt McGlashan and Randy Bright, all played a role in this. We went back through the archive and found a bunch of old Beta SX tapes to find some of the original footage. And we learned things about 9/11 that we had no idea existed. So thank you so much.
Well, next up is Category 53, which is Historical Cultural Long Form. We're ready for it, and the Emmy goes to
Safe Haven, Louisiana's Green Book. Kara St. Cyr, Emma Reed, Louisiana Public Broadcasting, Baton Rouge, LA. And we accept the award on their behalf. We now move on to Category 26, Human Interest News. There are 3 awards, and the Emmy goes to...
The Emmy goes to Cut Them Off. Jeannie Blaylock, Jean Cotton, WTLV TV, Jacksonville, Florida. They're not here, so we accept the award on their behalf. And
the Emmy also goes to
Zapata 666, el rostro de una tragedia llamada chavismo, testigo directo. Jonathan Gallo, WSBS TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. No están aquí, así que aceptamos el premio por ellos. We accept the award on their behalf. There's more. The final Emmy for Human Interest News goes to Caras del Éxodo, Miguel Santiesteban, Memphis Marmolejos. Felicidades, congratulations.
Su nombre en un papel y una corta descripción de la pesadilla que vivió en el tapón del Darién, la historia de Oriana Gavidi.
Hay muchas violaciones, tanto de niños como personas. Yo fui víctima de violación.
Wow, thank you so much. First of all, thank you to God, for everything that He does and everything that He's done for me in my life. Thanks to my girlfriend who's here present with me, and she's a big supporter, to my team, the Telemundo team in the house. Thank you, Jorge, for bringing me to Miami, and a mi mamá, que yo sé que estás viendo desde Colombia, no nos vemos mucho, pero te quiero muchísimo, y este premio es para ti, para Julián, para mi abuelo que está en el cielo, la señora que está en el cielo, a todos, muchísimas gracias. Thank you.
Well, let's move on. Next up is Category 54, Human Interest Short Long Form. There are 3 awards tonight. The first Emmy goes to
Dogs of Destiny, Junie's Joy, Jennifer Noble, Colin Kelly, Shannon Gazdaka, Robin Cooper, Southeastern Guide Dogs of Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Hey.
A 5-year-old boy and his 4-legged best friend. A duo that is unpredictable during a shoot, but makes for a great story, and I'm glad you guys agree. I want to thank my production team, Colin Kelly, Robin Cooper, Brian Campbell, Shannon Gazdaka. Thanks to Southeastern Guide Dogs. Together, we're changing the world one dog and one life at a time. Thank you.
And the next Emmy goes to... Why don't you read that?
We'll try with this one. Mauro Bozia, Gaya, Jorge Antonio González, Nelson Bustamante, Natalia Denegri, Por Ella. Y hay más. There's plenty of them. Congratulations.
Hay gente que te dice, vive todos los días como si fuese el último día de tu vida. Y no lo tienes que vivir así. Yo lo cambiaría. Vive tu vida como si cada día fuese el último de la otra persona.
Bueno, ante todo, disculpen, gracias a la Academia por este reconocimiento. Quiero agradecer a cada una de las personas que estuvieron involucradas en este proyecto. Gracias por ayudarme a materializar este sentimiento, que lo hicimos a través de este hermoso homenaje que es por ella. Sé que Modesta Gallaja de Boxia está en el cielo celebrando con nosotros esto. Mamá, esto es por ti. Te amo.
Gracias, chicos. Gracias.
Congratulations. And there's another Emmy. The Emmy also goes to
Challenge accepted. Sean Vella, Tyler Albers, Jeff Odom, Faith Christian Duncan, Vella Visuals, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Being an adult means going for everything, basically, and doing everything that everyone asks you to do, but going above and beyond. That's the kind of person I am, and I love being an adult kid.
Congratulations.
I'd like to thank the Suncoast chapter for this award, and thank you to Sean Villa and his team for making this happen, for allowing me to tell my story. Those individuals that are lucky enough to are involved with Down syndrome, remember, they can and will do great things with the right support and encouragement. What is next? Challenge accepted.
There's another category now, or another award.
Yes, another one.
Yeah.
Got a few of these to give out. Camp Lejeune, Toxic Water. Heather Crawford, Nick Marone, WTLV TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
But his widow, Michelle James, believes his service cost him his life.
He died of bladder cancer, colon cancer, and MS. They got him down as, and he also had kidney disease as well.
His battle with cancer ended in 2019, but his wife's fight continues.
These people are fighting for their lives.
Are they?
Okay. We'll accept the award on their behalf.
Sure.
Next is category 58, military short form. And the Emmy goes to
Dogs of Destiny, Giving Pause. Jennifer Noble, Colin Kelly, Southeastern Guides Dogs, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Me and Bruno, we like to go on walks. We'll watch the boats go by, we'll watch the ducks go by.
Thank you. Every minute of every day, a Southeastern guide dog gives hope to someone with vision loss and a veteran with PTSD. And I'm just grateful that I have a job where I get to tell these inspiring stories of extraordinary dogs and the people's whose lives they changed. Thanks again to my production team, Colin Kelly, Robin Cooper, Brian Campbell, and thanks to all of Southeastern Guide Dogs. Thanks.
Go ahead. But wait.
Wait. Don't leave, guys, because there's one more. The Emmy also goes to, guess who?
Dogs of Destiny. Wake Up Call. Jennifer Noble, Matt Zodro, Colin Kelly, Southeastern Guide Dogs, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota.
I had given up on trying to sleep normally. I had given up on, at that point, sleeping in my bed. Sleep paralysis is your brain basically hasn't told your whole body that you're awake. You wake up from your dream, but your body is like, no, you're still dreaming, so you can't move.
I'm lost for words, but anyway, I'd like to thank Navy veteran Matthew Fugit for sharing his story. Again, thanks Colin Kelly, Matt Zodro, Brian Campbell, and to all the men and women of the armed forces who fight for our freedom every day. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations. Well, we now recognize recipients for Category 30, which is Politics, Government, News. And the Emmy goes to...
Death row inmates received thousands in stimulus funds. Lauren Ashley Powell, Tim Burkest, WTSP-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Inmate Michael King received a CARE stimulus payment of $1,400 on April 30th, 2021, and a recovery rebate credit of $1,812 on July 28th, 2021. Your thoughts?
Absolutely ridiculous. It just infuriates me. The guy that killed my daughter is getting paid by the government.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank Tegna Investigates and 10 Tampa Bay. We also wanted to thank our investigative reporter, Jennifer Titus, and our other photographer who couldn't be here, Paul Thorson. For me, this is for every kid from a small town. Just keep dreaming, and all of your dreams can come true. And this is for my brother. Love you, Bubs.
The next award is for Category 60, Politics, Government, Short Form, and the Emmy goes to...
Let's see. Oh, this one goes home. ¿Y la casa pa' cuándo? Laura González, María Ramos, Guapa Televisión, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Felicidades, congratulations.
Ninguna para la reparación de esa vivienda, pero tiene que hacerlo de manera inmediata.
Todito. Yo dentro de mi casa y me llegaba aquí, a mitad de pecho.
Los procesos burocráticos aquí han sido devastadores.
Ay, bendito. Si me viró la nevera heavy, la mató, se mató. Hasta el microondas se ahogó.
Wow, I'm really honored. Thanks to the Academy, thanks to my producer, María Ramos, and thanks to the team of Guapa Puerto Rico and Cuarto Poder, and thanks to my mom.
Agradecida por este premio a Jaguar Media, Jay Fonseca, a todo el equipo, porque todo esto lo hacemos en conjunto, en equipo, ¿no? Agradecida por todo el apoyo, a mis padres, a mi papá que está en el cielo y a mi familia que me está mirando ahora, por soportar todo este año de sacrificios. Al equipo, los amo, los quiero mucho. Gracias por todo.
Muchas felicidades. And the next category is Category 31, Religion, News, and the Emmy goes to...
Losing Faith, David Hammer, TJ Pipitone, WWL-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. We accept the award on their behalf. Up next is Category 61, Religion, Short Form and Long Form, and the Emmy goes to...
Destinos Místicos, Montserrat, Spain. David Barsky, Catherine Fernandez, Christian Latina, WSBS TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. They're not here, so we accept the award on their behalf. And next up is Category 32, Societal Concerns News. And the Emmy goes to...
That's got your name on it.
It does? Let's read it then. Cheryl Waymar, Darlene Jones, WFTV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. How about we applause? They're not here, so we accept the award on their behalf too. And there's more. And for Category 62, Societal Concerns, Short and Long Form, we have 2 recipients. And the first of those Emmys goes to...
Dan Schneider, the pharmacist. Kevin Murphy, Rhett Sharp, Melody Menard, S. TPPS TV Channel 13, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Attempting to buy drugs. I had no knowledge of his addiction, okay, but obviously he had an addiction. I came to learn a lot about addiction after that, but I also had to go on a mission. I had to go in and try to find his killer.
I want to thank the Suncoast EMMYs. We want to thank our rest of our crew back at home, especially our school board and our school superintendent, our spouses that are here for their love and support, and especially to Dan Snyder, the pharmacist, who had the courage to tell this heartbreaking story of his son who was killed in a drug deal in order to help save the lives of others. So we dedicate this to him. Thank you.
I also like to thank the Suncoast EMMYs and the judges for seeing the effort that Rhett and I and all of us put into in this piece. Thank you.
Quickly, I want to thank my family, my beautiful wife, and my kids, Sloan and Reese. I love you. Go to sleep now.
And the next Emmy in this category goes to?
Lasting Impact, Elizabeth Val.
They're happy.
Duron Dequano, WFAB TV, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Oh, I thought you were here with all that hooting and hollering. They're not here, so we accept the award on their behalf. This year, we feature a new category that is incredibly important to us. Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, which honors excellence in news or journalistic coverage focused on topics of racism, discrimination, inequity, marginalized communities, and similar social injustice with a focus on efforts to raise awareness or affect positive change. We now recognize recipients in Category 21, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, News Single Shift. And the Emmy goes to...
Let's see. This one goes also home. Retos de la comunidad sorda en Huracán María. José Frank Ogando Hoffman, Ada Monzón, Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
¿Qué pasa? Pues ellos no sintieron nada de huracán, pero todo fue horrible.
Así describió Jorge Rosado la experiencia que vivieron algunas personas de la comunidad sorda después del huracán María.
Thank you so much. The most underserved group during disasters are the deaf community and hard to hearing. And I hope that with this story, we can raise their voice. We cannot be deaf to their needs. We need to do news with science and empathy. And I want to dedicate this not only to our team at Noticentro Guapa, who has put their trust on us, but also to my family, my mother, who is in the hospital right now, to my husband, who's here with me, to my 3 daughters, and also to Movimiento para el Alcance de Vida Independiente, because they had the courage to tell their story. Thank you.
And for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion News, no production time limit, there are multiple awards, and the first one goes to?
A second shot. Marilyn Parker, Sierra Erie, WJXT-TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
you see them online and your social media feeds. Hundreds of thousands of mugshots are published for the public to see.
And tonight we're taking an in-depth look at the impact of having them posted and the change in Florida law that will help some get them taken offline for free. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker spoke with a man who says a mugshot from 15 years ago continues to haunt him.
When God says yes, nobody can say no. I want to thank my incredible photographer, Sierra. She eats every day. I want to thank so many people who helped me on this team, specifically my sister, my friend, my mentor, Janice Harris. She would read that script tonight if I asked her. I want to thank my loving and incredible family. And last but not least, every journalist in this room needs to consider our impact on giving people, and Black people specifically, a second shot when it means returning into society. It means so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Good night.
A mugshot probably affects several people in this room, let alone thousands in our state and millions in our country. And as Marilyn pointed out, it disproportionately affects especially Black men in our society. So I hope that at the very least our piece can work towards some change and help make everyone get a second shot.
Okay.
Great.
The second Emmy for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion News No Production Time Limit goes to...
This one also goes to Puerto Rico. Barreras del Silencio. Janet Toro Fantausi, Grenda Rivera, Jan Lorenzo, José Torres, WKAQ-TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico. No están aquí con nosotros, they're not here, but we accept the award on their behalf. And the next Emmy goes to?
The next Emmy goes to Hidden History. South Florida's Black Cemeteries, Sasha Jones, Anthony James, Gabriel Alonzo, WTVJ-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Lincoln Memorial Park Cemetery from the surrounding community of Brownsville. Inside, thousands of concrete burial vaults speak a history often forgotten in South Florida of Black people who shaped, molded, and helped create this region.
I would like to thank the management at our station for giving us the chance to tell this very important story. I want to thank my family and my friends. I want to thank my very handsome husband who is here with me today. And I want to thank the editors who worked on this story, one of which is with me. This was a phenomenal story, and I'm so happy I had so much help doing it.
I want to thank Sasha Jones for giving me the opportunity of working with her. You're an incredible woman, mother, wife. I want to thank Anthony James. He's a part of this. He wants to thank his wife. He cannot be here, and his beautiful daughter. And I want to thank NBC and Telemundo, which I'm a part of and proud of being. And my mother that came from Argentina, Mamá, te amo con toda mi alma, y este premio es para vos.
And the Emmy also goes to?
Fort Myers Lynching. Evan Dean, Kirk Ewan, WBBH-TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida. They're not here, so we accept the award on their behalf.
And there's more.
There's more. Oh,
yep.
Yes, of course. Still in the category of diversity, equity, and inclusion, news no production time limit, the Emmy goes to?
Let's see. This also goes to Puerto Rico. Trans las rejas. Manuel Crespo Feliciano, Kiara Hernández González, Yanicelis Torres, José Blanco Álvarez y Jonathan Santana. Tele 11, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Él no me dijo a mí que le guardara el secreto porque él no quería que supieran lo que él era, porque por la discriminación que habían. Como quiera que sean, son hijos y tú tienes que quererlos como sean.
Buenas noches a todos. Muchas gracias a Jenny Suárez, nuestro equipo de las noticias, que en nuestro primer año seguimos haciendo historia. A Manuel Blanco, Jonathan Santana, gracias por todo, igual que Yanni. Y a Aurora por permitirnos contar su historia. Gracias.
Thank you.
And the Emmy also goes to
The Art Chooses You, Diversity in Ballet. Alexa Lorenzo, WFTV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Dominated by white dancers. It was just 6 years ago that Misty Copeland became the first black female principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater. In her recent book, Copeland shares the stories of the dancers who came before her and confronted discrimination and prejudice.
I'd like to thank the chapter for adding this ever-important category. Thank you. And to my parents and grandparents that from day one told me the importance of diversity, inclusivity. Thank you, gracias. And to my incredible fiance who thinks everything I do is Emmy Award winning. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
This way. And the final Emmy in this category goes to
Voices from the Grave. Emerald Morrow, WTSP TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Right now that they would do this to the First Black Cemetery and us, our people, my people.
Between 2019 and 2020, nearly 300 graves from Zion Cemetery found under public housing apartments, a towing lot, and a local business property.
We want accountability.
Thank you all so much for this. This has been such an incredibly important story to the Tampa Bay market, and as we're seeing these stories across the entire nation, and the more journalists that are able to amplify what has happened to black cemeteries across the country, of which my own great-grandfather is buried in one that has been desecrated. So this is such an incredibly important story. I thank everybody who has supported me in this mission, and I just thank everybody also who has been such a part of this team effort. Thank you.
In category 49, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, short form, there are multiple awards tonight, and the first Emmy goes to
Dogs of Destiny, When Lily Met Sally. Jennifer Noble, Alex Gazio, Brian Campbell, Southeastern Guide Dogs, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Lily is a very energetic, enthusiastic, determined 7-year-old.
Thank you again. I want to thank Titus Herman and Stacy Howe for giving me a long creative leash to do these Dogs of Destiny stories. And I want to thank my my talented production team, Alex Gazio and Brian Campbell. And to my fiance, Carl, thanks for supporting me. I love you. Thank you.
And the next Emmy goes to
Minorities in Shark Sciences. MISS is making waves. Jacqueline Hurtado, Sergio Figuera, WPBT TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
MISS is Minorities in Shark Sciences. It is a nonprofit organization founded by 4 Black women in shark science, made to support women and gender minorities of color in the field of shark science.
Thank you so much. This is a true honor. I want to start off by thanking Jasmine, Carly, Amani, and Jada, who are the founders of Minorities in Shark Sciences. They are helping women of color and gender minorities get into the field of shark science. I want to thank Sergio Figuera, my videographer who couldn't be here today, my colleagues at WPBT, South Florida PBS for giving me so many opportunities, and of course my family for their unwavering love and support. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. And the third Emmy in this category goes to
MLK Tribute. Jason Jackson, Edward Ballard, Ross Leviton, Charlie Lucan, Dennis Morea. Miami Heat, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yay! They're not here tonight. Yeah, so we accept on their behalf.
Still in diversity, equity, inclusion, short form content, the next Emmy goes to, you read it.
Greater Sarasota, the soul of Sarasota. Laura Landry, Ashley Stokes, James Burchuk. WEDU TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Sarasota, the music of those in their hearts, laid down by generations past, that helps lift us and sets us apart. Over 100 years later, and we're still growing strong. We are the soul of Sarasota. We make it shine.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you to Melanie Lavender and Vicki Oldham, who made this story possible, and without them, we couldn't have done it. Also, I want to say again, thank you to the WEDU team for making this possible, and to all my friends and family for always supporting me.
And thank you to the great women in our lives, starting with my wife, Julie. Christine Kelly, you are an amazing editor. Dalia, you're beautiful. Laura Landry, who's not here tonight, she is an amazing editor. And Paul Grove, who's the CEO of WEDU PBS, came up with the idea for the series, and good job.
And the Emmy also goes to?
Wait a minute. Greater Sarasota, the sound of change. Laura Landry, Ashley Stokes, James Burchuk. WEDU TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
My mom owned a restaurant, and she had students from USF who studied opera working for her. So they would teach me things about music theory, and I loved learning pop tunes, or I remember when I learned the theme song to Free Willy. You know, it was cool. It's like learning a magic trick.
Hello again. I want to say, as filmmakers and journalists, we have the responsibility and duty to amplify the voices of underrepresented communities, and I was grateful to have the opportunity to do so with this project. Again, thank you to the WEDU team and to James Borchak. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now on to diversity, equity, inclusion, long-form content, and the Emmy goes to?
Groveland 4, Journey to Exoneration. Darylene Jones, WFTV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida. They are not here, so we accept the award on their behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to?
Can We Talk? A conversation about anti-Semitism. Laura Landry, Ashley Stokes, WEDU TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Story from our neighbors in Sarasota, Florida, where in the summer of 2020, a synagogue's preschool was defaced with violent anti-Semitic rhetoric, causing early morning drop-off to become an emotional battleground.
Oh my goodness.
Don't leave.
I am incredibly honored to be up here again. I just want to say that, as we all know, anti-Semitism has been in a rise in the country and the world, and we have a duty and responsibility to also help our neighbors and make sure that any anti-Semitic incidents that occur, that we report them and that we support the people who are experiencing them. So thank you. Have a great night.
Congrats.
Nothing like doing laps around the stage. We now move on to category 20, crime news. And the Emmy goes to?
Let's see. I like this one. Mujeres al mando de las carreteras. Emilio Cruz, Rudy Mata, Orlando Rivera Martínez, Luis Andino, Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Negociados dentro de la Policía de Puerto Rico. Uno de los más controversiales, el negociado de patrullas de carreteras, por su estrecha relación a las intervenciones por infracción a la Ley 22 de tránsito. Muchas de estas controversias se rodean en torno a las intervenciones y alegados abusos de poder en muchas ocasiones.
Wow, en nombre de Orlando Rivera Martínez, que no está con nosotros hoy, y que tuvo esa idea tremenda de dignificar a la mujer puertorriqueña que está en las calles vigilando por nosotros, y que a veces personas la ven como que no son las mejores que nos cuidan, y son las grandes campeonas de Puerto Rico que están vigilando por nosotros ahí en las carreteras. Se trata de eso mismo, de dignificar el honor de la mujer, de la policía en Puerto Rico y el cuerpo de la policía en Puerto Rico, en especial de la unidad de tránsito. Felicito también a nuestro productor aquí, Emilio Cruz, a Luis Andino, Tito Andino también, que hizo también el trabajo tremendo, y a todos los que colaboraron con nosotros para que hagamos un trabajo de excelencia. También le dedico este trabajo a los editores de noticias de Guapa Televisión en Puerto Rico, que somos los mejores.
Buenas noches a todos. Este premio se lo quiero dedicar a todas las mujeres policías de Puerto Rico y de Estados Unidos, especialmente a mi esposa.
There's more.
Yep, and the Emmy goes to?
Death in Paradise, Aracelimar Soto, Adriana de Jesús, Iván López, Telemundo, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Dímelo.
Dominicana. Brianna London y Tom Waits celebraban su luna de miel. Se habían casado en días previos, cosa que celebraron con un salto sincronizado al mar, mientras una amiga les salpicaba con champán. A eso de las 8 de la mañana, Brianna se levantó para hacer café en el Condotel Domenicus, al este de la Romana.
Bueno, primero que todo, quiero darle gracias a Tony Mojena, a Rubén Román, a todo el equipazo de Rayo X, que pues muchos no están por acá, camarógrafos, editores, coordinadores de todo, así que muchas gracias a todos.
Gracias, gracias.
This is the final award for this segment that Julio and I will present. For category 48, crime long form, the Emmy goes to?
Let's see. Are you ready for it? Humo Fatal 1 y 2. Hermes Ayala Guzmán, Ramón Montalvo Rivera, María Ramos Pérez, Jennifer Álvarez Jaimes, Guapa Televisión, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I've never quite seen anything like this. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can get our vantage point. You can see the aluminum roofing from manufactured mobile homes across the street, up in their front yard, in their tree, like a Christmas Day decoration. But this is no holiday. As you can see,
That wasn't the video, but it's okay though. Some Spanglish real quick.
Gracias a mis padres, al equipo de Jaguar Media, a Jay y Jennifer por creer en mí, a María Ramos, que es mi líder espiritual, a Catriana, Cintia, Chiclana, Dieguito, Carla, el equipo original, Mili, Estefanía, Laura, Nachalí, Ámbar, al combo de Guapa, Pucho Montalvo, a Cora, a Rosario, al combo de noticias que nos da la mano a Axel, a Israel, el combo de gráfica, el señor Jimmy Artiaga. This is a story about the struggle of addiction. Big shout out to everyone that's battling addiction right now. And thanks again to the Academy and rest in power, Amauris. Gracias.
Gracias, Jeff Fonseca, y gracias también a Jimmy Arteaga en Guapa TV por el apoyo, por el taller y por darnos el espacio.
Agradecida siempre. Felicidades a mi equipo.
De la barriada Sandín de Vega Baja.
¡Barriada Sandín!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next set of presenters. Emerald Morrow, investigative reporter and anchor, WTSP, and Louis Aguirre, anchor, environmental correspondent, WPLG, Local 10, South Florida.
Congratulations. It's the final stretch. You've made it. You're all winners.
All winners, and as we near the end of this evening's ceremony, I definitely want to offer a very heartfelt congratulations to the nominees and the recipients. We will now present awards for Category 12, Breaking Spot News. Now, there, of course, are multiple recipients, and the first goes to...
Devastation in Haiti, my brother Willard Shepard, WTVJ-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Willard can't be with us tonight, but we accept the award on his behalf. And the next Emmy goes to
Hurricane Ida, Romney Williams, Margaret Orr, Aaron Lowry, Travis Mackle, Lee Southwick, Sula Kim, Bun Choom, Aubrey Killian, Amanda Valden, Gina Swanson, Megan Thomas, Chad Sabady, WDSU-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana.
So that you can see part of this French Quarter facade has crumbled, taking the street sign and light here at Decatur with it.
I don't know if it looks like fun what we're doing out here right now, but you know what, it's not. We're out here to keep you all safe and to make sure you all are informed about what's going on.
It's quite the video. Well, thank you so much. This is incredible. It means so much to us at WDSU. This hurricane changed so many lives and so many people, but I think it's important to remember in these moments during this coverage, we have the voice to help people during that time. We helped people. We help people find shelter. We help people find ways to get out of devastation and danger. And thank you so much to my management, my news director, Melissa Dart, Romney Williams, Mike Neely, everyone. Thank you so much, and keep out with passion.
And the Emmy also goes to
Breaking news, Airbites Tornado, Margaret Orr, Brandon Decaro, Andrew Canatella, Amy Borax, Sula Kim, Romney Williams, Lee Southwick, Edward Matthews, Devon Lucy, Aubrey Killian, Richard Esseno, Fletcher Mackle, and Gina Swanson. WDSU-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Tornado. This looks like it's at Araby, just from looking at it. I'm putting the shear rate up. Lower 9, Araby is where I'm seeing it. Let's take this full now. There it is. You can see it. Okay, folks. Get to your safe place.
I wasn't expecting to do this twice, but again, thank you so much for the judges, everyone at Hearst Television. The Araby tornado was life-changing and something I'll never forget, and something we caught on live television. And at that moment, so many people were able to take shelter, and again, with what we can do, we can save lives. And again, I think that's so important to stress, and thank you again for everyone. I appreciate it. Have a good evening.
And the final Emmy in Breaking Spot News goes to
The January Tornado. Michael Hudak, Wink TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida.
Yeah, I've never quite seen anything like this. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can get our vantage point. You can see the aluminum roofing from manufactured mobile homes across the street, up in their front yard, in their tree, like a Christmas Day decoration. But this is no holiday. As you can see,
congratulations, brother.
Thank you. As we all learn in our workflow, natural disasters are no joke. As the person before me said, we save lives. Everyone in all of our newsroom saves lives. Never take that for granted, no matter what you do, no matter what your role is in a newsroom. Thank you to my dad, who has inspired this from the beginning, my beautiful mother, and my beautiful girlfriend, Gail Levy. Thank you.
All right, in category 4, Journalistic Enterprise, there are 3 recipients, and the Emmy goes to
Poinciana Exposed 360 Multi-Platform Project, Emilio Ramos, Camille Cruz, Raúl Díaz, Mercedes Contreras, WTMO Telemundo Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Tomó forma hoy, se conoce como Poinciana. Fue el concepto de una compañía antiguamente conocida como Avatar, para entender el por qué siguen construyendo tantas casas y cómo llegaron a este punto. Hay que conocer su historia.
Bueno, gracias al equipo de Telemundo 31, a nuestro jefe Miguel Ángel López por la visión, por creer en nosotros, a mami y a papi que están viendo desde Salinas, Puerto Rico, a mi hermana que está ahí, a todos los compañeros, y como dice la gente de Poinciana, porque el tapón es grande, al que no le guste el reggaetón, que no venga para Poinciana. Camille.
Wow, la verdad que no tengo palabras, pero mi agradecimiento primeramente con Dios, la gloria es toda suya, y este es mi primer Emmy. Y es para mi madre.
And the next Emmy goes to
Isle of Secrecy, Lee Zurich, WVUE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. We accept this award on their behalf. And the Emmy also goes to
Telemundo 51 responde. Aquí sí te respondemos. Valesca Gil Wester, Carmen Rodríguez, Raúl Díaz, WTMO, Telemundo Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Ventanas ya montadas por las que Cándido Camacho esperó más de un año.
Tan perfecta esta ventana, me gusta este trabajo, lo veo bien.
Según Cándido, la compañía Florida Home Improvement Associates originalmente le dijo le pondrían las 12 ventanas en su casa de Deltona entre 4 a 8 semanas.
Oh my God.
We were not expecting this.
No, agradecida con la familia de Telemundo y por este gran proyecto que es Telemundo Responde y que siempre estamos ayudando a toda nuestra comunidad.
Y gracias a nuestro nuevo jefe Miguel Ángel por creer en Telemundo Responde, por traer el segmento de vuelta, porque Florida no es un estado muy amigable para los consumidores y para eso está Telemundo Responde, específicamente en la Florida Central y Telemundo 31. Gracias.
Gracias.
For Category 5 Interactive Video, the winner is
Tracking the Tropics, interactive coverage of Hurricane Ida. J.B. Buno, Heather Monahan, Amanda Holly, Rebecca Berry, WFLA TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. They are not here this evening, so we do accept this award on their behalf.
Next is category 77, video essay, and the Emmy goes to
Happy Rails, Matthew Apthorpe, WFTS TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Also not here this evening, but we also accept the award on their behalf.
For category 78, video journalist, we recognize 4 recipients, and the first Emmy goes to
Hagen Solo Stories. Alex Hagen, WPTV, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Got us to this point.
Inside Treasure Coast newspapers,
Falls off of it.
printing plant.
I'm all in this room, yes.
The hardworking men and women are always at it, surrounded by the equipment designed to bring you that fresh paper each and every day.
So there's only one person I want to thank today, and that is my girlfriend, Jackie Fody. I love you. You are my rock. You are my everything. You have been here throughout everything. I love you so much. Can't wait to celebrate these wins with you. Thank you.
All right, the second Emmy in this category goes to
Las aventuras de Miguel en Tokio. Miguel Santebastián, WSCB TV, Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Es una experiencia de película que solo podrás vivir en Japón, en el sector más vibrante de la ciudad capital, Shibuya. Al salir de la estación de tren, ya se siente la espectacular atmósfera, se encienden los colores y miles de personas se toman las calles.
Wow. Thank you to the Academy one more time, to this chapter. This was an amazing trip to Tokyo. It was really difficult to work. We were in the middle of the pandemic y estuvo súper difícil trabajar en Tokio porque estaban en código rojo, pero le quiero agradecer al equipo de Telemundo News Service, a Yarilis, a Ozzy, a todo el equipo de NBC Olympics y también, bueno, a Damaris en Boston que hizo eso posible, Helga que me dijo que sí cuando llegué a Miami y me dejó ir a Tokio, a todos mis mentors, Caroline for sure, y un shout out súper especial to the Moore family. I wouldn't be here in the United States if it wasn't for them. They believed in me. They brought me all the way from Colombia, took me in. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Robert. And remember, you need, I always go by 2 words, persistence and determination, and you will go anywhere you want. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.
And the next Emmy in this category goes to
Dawn White, One Woman Sand. Dawn White, WTL TV, Jacksonville, Florida.
Army for the last 8 years. We always donate a basket.
But this Salvation Army event is different for Marge Holtzinger.
This is my first year coming solo. I lost my mom in February.
So this is my 4th nomination in this category and first win. So the message behind this is be persistent, keep on working hard, try to improve every day. Would like to thank everyone who supported me along the way, including my colleagues at First Coast News. And we'll be sleeping with this tonight. It's finally mine. Thank you.
And the Emmy also goes to
This is way better, I can see now. Storytelling from the lens of an MMJ, Emilio Ramos, WTMO, Telemundo Orlando, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Don Juan,
Uno dice raspado.
hay un árbol
Échale la mordida.
de sabores
Esto aquí yo tengo sabores que yo creo que no hay pidagüeros que todavía lo hayan vendido.
Algunos
Esto es puro tamarindo.
orgánicos.
Yo tengo el sirope de parcha que yo mismo lo hago, melado de parcha y melado de tamarindo.
El de frambuesa no sabe como el de tamarindo.
I'm gonna do this in Spanish, I'm sorry. El que es puertorriqueño, perdón, aquí no hay piraguas hoy día, pero gracias a mi familia, al equipo nuevamente de Telemundo 31, a la visión, recalco, de Miguel Ángel López, nuestro jefe. Parte de esto fue también el envío a Puerto Rico solo como EMMY. Fue una gran aventura. Gracias a todos de verdad por el apoyo. Gracias.
All right, and now we move on to Category 75, Talent for Talent Anchor, News, Weather, and Sports. The first Emmy goes to
Tanika Smith Hughes, anchor, WJAX-TV, Jacksonville, Florida. She's not here this evening, but we do accept this award on their behalf.
And the next Emmy goes to
Juwan Strader, Surfside, condo demolished, continuing coverage. WTVJ-TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I want you to describe to me what you just saw.
Well, first and foremost, Alina, just an emotional sight. How difficult has this been for you? You can see a cloud of smoke from that demolition. That the all clear has been given and they can once again get back to the search and rescue and get back to work.
Congratulations to all the recipients tonight. Give yourselves a warm round of applause. George Carballo, thank you for pushing me, brother. Thank you. I love the challenge. I accept it. To my wife, Bryson, my son, my daughter, Sienna, I love you. This is example of what hard work can get you. 2018, I came here with another woman, my mother. I walked away with 2 Emmys. I was nominated for 3. Tonight I was nominated for 2, and I walk away with 2. This is for you, Mom. I love you. Thank you.
And the Emmy also goes to, gotta get those
I'm
glasses
putting my
on.
eyes on so
All
I
right.
can read this properly. Kelly Sacco, Kelly Sacco, Bally Sports, Florida, and Bally Sports, Sun, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Kelly can't be here. We accept the award on her behalf.
All right, for Talent Reporter, Daily News, Investigative and Specialty Assignment, there are several awards, and the first Emmy goes to.
The first Emmy goes to Mis Historias en el 51, Alexis Buente Arias, WSTV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Temprano de muchas personas aquí en el aeropuerto, pero queremos comprobarlo con nuestros propios ojos. Bueno, después de 10 minutos buscando, ahí encontramos el espacio que alguien dejó.
Wow. Muchísimas gracias a Telemundo 51, no solo por la oportunidad de contar estas historias, sino por permitirme buscar caminos diferentes precisamente para contarlas. Yo creo que nuestro público, nuestra audiencia, así lo reclama principalmente en estos tiempos. Le dedico este premio a mis colegas, camarógrafos, productores, a los conductores del noticiero de Telemundo 51, a mi mamá que me está viendo en Cuba y por supuesto a mi esposa que me acompaña esta noche y siempre. Gracias y felicidades a todos.
And the next Emmy in this category goes to.
Barreras del Silencio, Grenda Rivera, WKAQ-TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Grenda can't be here. We accept the award on her behalf. And the Emmy also goes to
Jackie Calloway, Taking Action for You, WFCS-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Jackie can't be here tonight, but we do accept this award on her behalf. All right, and the next Emmy goes to
El corredor de la ayuda del especial, Alexis Buente Arias, WSCBTV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Sale mi vuelo rumbo a Madrid, la capital española que se ha convertido en el centro de un corredor para el envío de ayuda humanitaria a Cuba, en medio de la crisis que viven los cubanos. Pero ¿cómo lo hacen para que esa ayuda llegue directo a la gente? Y sobre todo, ¿por qué España y no Miami? Acompáñenme en este viaje porque juntos lo vamos a descubrir.
Gracias a Joel Rivero por su trabajo, a Gina Montaner por pensar en estas historias y permitirme viajar a España para contarlas. Gracias a los cubanos, como los protagonistas de esta serie, que desde fuera de la isla piensan en las necesidades de su gente y dentro de esas necesidades, la más importante para que se acabe el sufrimiento del pueblo cubano, que es la libertad.
All right, we still have 2 more awards to go in this category, and our next Emmy goes to
Florida's water pollution crisis. Michael Paluska, WFTS-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida. Michael could not be here tonight, so we do accept this award on his behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to
Story to Share. Sean Martinelli, WBBH-TV, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida.
Minutes to fill a tank, and 2 minutes is all we needed to ask a question.
Can I ask you a question that has nothing to do with gas prices?
It's not the question most expected.
I thought it was about the gas prices, to be honest with you.
We're not interested in what fuels the car. We wanted to know what fuels you.
Just want to dedicate this to all the people in Southwest Florida who have shared their stories with me the past 4 years. They give me hope and they inspire me each day. Thanks.
And now we present the awards for talent, performer, narrator, and the Emmy goes to
No Man's Land, Becoming Louisiana. Bill Rodman, the Bill Rodman Production Shop, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Bill cannot be here this evening, so we do accept this award on his behalf.
For talent, program, host, moderator, correspondent, our first Emmy goes to
Tom Gregory, host Driven. Your View, LAE Productions, New Orleans, Louisiana. Tom couldn't be here this evening, so we also accept this award on his behalf.
Up next is category 15, investigative single report, and the Emmy goes to
Concerns were raised to mosque years before a youth volunteer was arrested, accused of molesting boys. Jenna Bourne, Robert Bourne, Stephen Adams, Daisy Charlotte, Carter Schumacher, WTSP-TV, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota, Florida.
Tampa Mosque made headlines when he was arrested last year, accused of molesting boys.
He sells this holy character like you've never seen before.
We're giving some goodie bags for the kids, boys and girls.
This is awesome. He sells it. He sells it.
We kept digging over the past 10 months, and we've uncovered there's a lot more to this story.
I just want to take the opportunity to dedicate this to the brave boys and young men who came forward with their accusations. This is for you. Thank you.
And the Emmy also goes to
Discarded Danger, Lee Zurich, Cody Lillick, WVUE-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. They could not be here this evening, so we do accept this on their behalf. For category 15, investigative multiple reports, there are multiple awards, and the first Emmy goes to
Barril de Influencias, Arnaldo Rojas, José R. Blanco Álvarez, Jonathan Santana, WEEI-TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico. They could not be here tonight. We accept this award on their behalf. And the next Emmy goes to
Attention to the details. Lee Zurich, Cody Lillick, WVUE TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, they could not be here this evening, so we accept this on their behalf.
and the next Emmy goes to
The man behind the warehouse, Katie Moore, Derek Waldrop, WWL TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. They could not be here this evening, so we also accept this on their behalf. All right, we now move on to category 1, overall excellence, and the Emmy goes to
WWL-TV Todd Smith, WWL-TV, New Orleans, Louisiana. Todd couldn't be here with us tonight. We accept the award on his behalf.
All right, for category 2, news excellence, the Emmy goes to
WVUE News Excellence, Kristen Palestina, WVUE TV, New Orleans, Louisiana.
We do have some video, I think.
Lakeshore Drive obviously has been shut down since this morning. Total mess out there.
We do have some video, I think, that we're just getting in, and you're actually going to see it at the very first time now as we do, taken from Jefferson Parish Councilman Ricky Templet on Grand Isle.
Ida is about to make that landfall.
I accept this on behalf of some of the most dedicated journalists in the market. Thank you, everybody.
And now we move on to category 3, community service, and the Emmy goes to
Big Rig Relief Effort, Karan Chawla, Unfiltered with Karan, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Karan could not be here this evening, so we accept the award on her behalf.
And the Emmy also goes to
Are you checking your boobies? Buddy Check and the Buddy Bus, Jeannie Blaylock, WTLV TV, Jacksonville, Florida. She could not be here this evening, so we accept this award on her behalf. All right, for category 13, continuing coverage, the first award goes to
Telemundo Responde Statewide Pool Investigation, Miriam Mashishi, Valesca Gil Wester, Carmen Rodriguez, Raúl Díaz, Brenda Brito, Milton Lugo, Leslie Listre, Carlos Giraldo, Jorge Gastón Toledo, Natalia Fernández, William Vélez, WSTV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, WTMO, Telemundo Orlando, and WRMD, Telemundo Tampa, St. Pete.
Partes de Florida y llamaron a las unidades de Telemundo Responde diciéndole pagaron decenas de miles de dólares a la misma persona, Ricardo Villarroel, el dueño de la compañía Villa Pavers and Pools.
Ya pasó 2 años y casi no hizo nada.
Ha sido un honor trabajar en este reportaje investigativo a nivel estatal junto a mis colegas Miriam Asigi, Valesca Gil y a todo el equipo de Telemundo 49. Muchas gracias por su confianza. Quiero dedicar este premio a mis padres que me están viendo, también a Dios y a mi novio que no puede estar aquí hoy. Te amo, gracias por todo tu apoyo incondicional y a mi país, querido Perú.
Bueno, yo creo que esto es la definición de trabajo en equipo. Cuando trabajamos en equipo obtenemos este tipo de resultados. Muchísimas gracias a mi esposo, a mi mamá, Arabela, los amo. ¡Mua!
Agradecida.
And our next Emmy goes to
Free Fall Death Investigation, Greg Fox, Kelsey Thorud, Amanda Dukes, Marley Martinez, Anika Hope, West TV, Orlando, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Falling off a ride at Icon Park.
This happened late last night on the Free Fall Ride. West News' Anika Hope is live at Icon Park this morning. Anika, what can you tell us about this incident?
We just spoke with a spokesperson from the Slingshot group who helps operate the rides. He told us there are no words for the family of the 14-year-old boy who fell from the free fall ride.
And they're still making their way up to the stage.
Thank you so much. Sadly, this story was about the tragic loss of a special young man, Tyree Sampson, and our condolences to his family. We are so glad that the media coverage of this story has led to changes in how rides are regulated in Florida. That ride is coming down. And just a big thank you to my colleagues who worked on this story with me. Greg?
Thank you, Amanda. It's a shame that this story had to begin with someone losing their life on a ride in Central Florida, the capital of the world's theme parks, right here. But the fact that we exposed many of the problems that were going on with that ride is helping to lead to legislative changes that are helping to make this a safer place for people to vacation and go on rides. Thank you to management, thank you to WESH TV, and most of all, thank you to my wife.
The EMMY also goes to
Y soy Artemis en ruta al lanzamiento. Ada Monzón, Erika Martínez, WAPA TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
No conocemos cuánto tiempo tendremos en este planeta. Puede ser cientos de miles de años.
Vamos entonces a resolver y a identificar cómo podemos tener una presencia de humanos constantemente fuera de nuestro planeta.
I mean, Artemis has been our story for more than a year. We want to bring the public to be proud of what our scientists and our engineers are doing in favor of humanity. And we would like to thank our Noticentro team.
Heriberto Mercado, Charla Ponte, Luis Andino, Carlos Moctezuma por hacer posible esta cobertura, a todos los productores, el equipo de ingeniería, el equipo de artes gráficas, a todos.
There's no coincidence that tomorrow we have splashdown of Artemis 1 and there will be more to come. Thank you.
our final category this evening, category 14, team coverage, celebrates coming together, working toward a shared goal of excellence in storytelling. With that said, the first Emmy in this category goes to
Bienvenida Jazmín, Erika Martínez Lee, Julio Rivera Saniel, Pedro Martínez Vélez, Guapa TV, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Y en Noticentro estamos preparándonos para darle hoy la bienvenida a nuestra medallista de oro.
Y estamos más que listos, seguro que sí, porque mire, nos llenamos de orgullo y hoy la recibimos con todos los honores que se merece, ¿verdad?
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
Wow, well, I want to dedicate this award to, first, my daughter, Milena. Milena, Mom and Dad won today. Tienes que felicitarnos, Milena, porque papá y mamá ganaron en el día de hoy. Este premio es para ti. I also want to dedicate this to the rest of the team in Guapa Televisión and Noticentro. To my wife, who also won tonight. Te amo. And I also want to dedicate this award to the memory of my mom who passed away just 2 months ago. And it's been the most important brick on the construction of my 20-plus years career on TV. This one's for you, Mama. Este es para ti, Mami.
And now for our final presentation of the night, the Emmy goes to
Surfside, 1 week after the collapse. Liana Saldana, Niamath Mohammed, Roxanne Vargas, David Henderson, Marissa Bagg, Jackie Nespraw. WTVJ TV, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And on your screen now, the victims who have been identified. Tonight, a week after the collapse, the death toll stands at 18, including 2 young sisters ages 4 and 11. 145 people are still unaccounted for.
President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden made a South Florida stop today. They met with local leaders, first responders, as well as families.
Wow. Thank you very much. Really shocked at this, but very appreciative. Thank you so much. Very humbled for this honor. I want to thank my family, my kids back at the hotel, my beautiful wife. Thank you, Leanne, for putting up with this crazy business when I'm working all the time, answering the phone at all crazy hours. So thank you. Thank you to everyone at WTVJ, George, if he's still here, Dawn, everyone, our group that won this award, super proud. Thank you so much. And we'll keep trying to tell these great stories. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome back the president of the NATAS Suncoast chapter, Barbara Alfonso.
What a wonderful night this has been. Thank you all for being here. On behalf of myself and the Board of Governors, thank you for your continued dedication to the industry and for once again making the Suncoast chapter shine. I would like to thank some key people who made tonight possible. Our incredible Executive Director, Carla McDonald. Carla does a great job all year, along with her husband, Wayne, and her family for their behind-the-scenes work. And Debbie and Christine, who work tirelessly alongside Carla. Stacy Panson, our design director. Thanks for making your magic again tonight and transforming the room, your contributions throughout the year, and your endless tweeting tonight. Our amazing producer, John Mays, and his team, our incredibly talented director and editor, Matt Conover, our huge thank you to all our volunteers, and a special thank you to Betsy Behrens for all her help and guidance to the chapter throughout the years, the last 46 years of her incredible dedication. We will miss her dearly. And to all the Emmy Awards recipients, congratulations. Remember to see Carla McDonald backstage after the show to pick up the statues for your colleagues who could not be here, as long as they made this request in writing. And if you need shipping instructions, remember to refer to the end of the program book. And also a reminder, the Atrium Lobby Bar is open and waiting for us. Last call for drinks is 1 a.m. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here, and once again, congratulations.